All right,
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentle thems. My name is DM Greg, and I am your Dungeon Master this evening. Welcome to Tales of the Tortletonis for January 16th, 2023. So excited to be here tonight. We're coming in hot, coming in a little late, having some computer issues, but I think we got them all solved and figured out. And now we can, get on to what's really important, and that's having some fun, putting the Tortletonis through hell, literally and figuratively. I just
Uh-oh.
I like how at that moment Greg was sucked into an abyss.
Yeah. Awesome. Hold on one second. I'm gonna fix my light.
I believe in you.
Oh my God, he's vanished.
Wait a minute, and then Nathalie showed up. Oh, never mind. They're not the same person. That's close.
All right, and it looks like my internet. Oh, here we go. And it looks like my internet connection's unstable on top of that. So, good times.
But you know what? In the rule of theater, you have shown and not just told, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome. So, you got
this internet lag stuff never happened before you sent us to hell.
Yeah, well, actually, this is a package deal I've got with Asmodeus. It's half of you guys are all. This is like a bad call all of a sudden. The thing is, you can at least rest assured that I'm suffering as much as I'm going to make you suffer.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You've been muted this whole time, and I just.
Yeah, I can't see your desktop.
Can you hear me now? Let me turn it up a little. All right, there you go. That's just what you said.
Oh, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Yeah. International sign language. I'm just keeping up international relations. It's totally great.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Yeah. We're flipping the bird. Yeah.
Sorry. I was inverted at the time. So, anyhow. So to see some folks logging in. Thank you all so much for joining us. And again, apologies for the tardiness and apologies for running a little behind tonight. But, before we get into the game, I think it is worth touching on all of the spicy news within the community as of late. Seth, you had some interesting opinions you were chatting about.
Yeah, so Legal weighed in on this recently, and I read an article from some whatever thing before that's basically pointed out that you can't copyright a rule set. That's not a thing. You can't trademark a rule set. All you can copyright is the expression of said rule set. So the SRD is only copyrightable in as far as you use the exact same wording. But if you rewrote that document and use the exact same rules, then you ain't got to license nothing.
Yeah.
So a lot of this might be moot.
Can't license the process.
Yeah, and the fact that Wizards of the Coast has decided all of a sudden that they want to really take everybody to the mat on this, having everybody get their lawyer and go, well, hold on, let's investigate this. They might have really shot themselves in the foot by making sure that nobody is going to use it, no matter what the terms are.
You think that's the only way they've shot themselves in the foot on this? I mean, they have literally ruined. They have literally ruined decades of good PR. They are no longer the trustworthy foundation of the community. Yeah. If they're threatening a rug pull at the first cent of money, even if it's just wafting in from nowhere realistic, no one's going to want to build in their sandbox anymore. If at any point they're going to come in and kick it over.
That's facts.
Yeah, I mean. I think that's a bit of an extreme view on that, because I think the reality was, as it pointed out, there weren't that many people who were going to be impacted to begin with. So it wasn't people are not temporarily inconvenienced millionaires. And a lot of the whole aspect that came out was that most streams are of homebrew content, which wasn't going to fall under that.
Sure.
I mean, I think that,
and this was only for printed materials. It wasn't for like it wasn't going to affect Critical Role. It wasn't going to affect the broadcast. It's not going to affect this.
Right. But I think the main thing that they were looking at, which I think is smart, is
our money here. No way.
Yeah, well, I think the real thing that they were
those
actually,
millions.
I think the real thing they were really worried about is with the TV shows, the movies, and merch. I think is the real thing, because that's where they're going to be making their money in the next 5 years, and being protectionist in terms of trying to make sure that if they happen to use stuff that's similar to other people's campaigns, that you don't wind up with like a Matrix or Top Gun issue where you've got people saying, hey, that's actually my storyline. So, but yeah, I think they also really, it was interesting also. I think Legal pointed out though, that a lot of the stuff was actually written quite well. And I think just their rollout, I think this is a PR nightmare of they really just did not handle the rollout of the messaging, whether they were thinking about it or not. But because I mean, on the negative side, we don't know what the NDAs and the agreements are already. Critical Role put out a pretty read between the lines strong statement, but pretty lukewarm statement on the face of it, because them and Dimension 20 have deals. So it's one of those things. Probably no disparagement clause is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, all of their fanboys were like frothing at the mouth, looking for some sort of statement, looking for them to lead the revolution. And it's like, no, these people are not your friends. They're not your besties. They're not in your campaign at home, no matter how bad you want them to be. And they're not here to be heroes. They're business people, and this is part of their living, and they're just trying to make smart business decisions, and that's what it is. That, I mean, as fun as it is and as awesome as it is and how much they love it, it's still like their living and their careers. And at this point, this is a significant part of their life's work, so of course they have to be incredibly careful with this, So,
and I think one of the things that we're missing, and I was saying this last week before they rolled out with the, hey, we rolled a one thing, is one of the things that Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro has to think about is bad actors, because other people, like competitors or just people who are, I don't know if you noticed, the world's kind of crap right now, and there's a lot of like terrible Nazi people.
Sure.
Putting out stuff with the D&D brand on it, which can overall hurt the brand in the community, and especially when nefarious companies would like to profit off that and push that, and then so you kind of have to defend yourself against that. But I think the language they used that didn't sound like it was that they said they were going to basically steal any characters or expression of your ideas. Like, A, free people out, and B, wouldn't have held up in any court ever anyway.
I have to question though, like, is the Daily Wire going like, hey, using OGL 1A, here we go, here's conservative D&D, and it like goes back to all the super racist language that was originally used in any of the old D&D stuff? Like, what's the? I understand the concern. What's the reality? Have we actually seen a great deal of really fashy D&D content?
I mean,
I've never seen it, which just means I'm glad I don't. My search history doesn't say, "Hey, you might want to see this."
I've
the
definitely
original OGL gave them the ability to go and say, "No, you can't do that because it's against our policies or views." So they didn't. That's not a new thing that was brought to it. And then the language they use that basically could boil down to, "We'll steal all your stuff and you can't do anything." The reasoning I saw them say behind that was for the whole, don't blame us if we actually develop something that's similar to another idea that was had. It doesn't mean we stole it from you.
Yeah.
But this legal text is what protects us from people saying that we did. They didn't say any of that. They're just like, we own all your stuff. We can do whatever we want. We owe you nothing for it. It's the wrong way to say that.
Yeah.
And the thing is I mean, I will say that when it comes to, like racist and misogynistic content, you look at any of the grognard level D&D groups, and that's pretty much like, I want my goblins to be evil so I can slaughter them in mass. I want my wenches to be busty, and I want my paladins to be male and, white and holy, and like that's like how I like my D&D, damn it, and that is certainly a point of view. And that's the beauty of it. This is a toolkit that you can use to play whatever game that you want to play here. I enjoy giving sentient monsters a little bit more nuance. So this way there's like, I don't know, consequences, and maybe and I also make them so they're not just going to throw themselves endlessly on your swords. Some of them are going to try and preserve their own lives, but that goes into the flavor of game that you want to run. But I mean, I haven't seen a ton of, fashy level, like the fatal system level of like racist stuff using the D&D OGL license, but that doesn't mean it's not out there.
For sure.
Sure.
But to Matt's point, they can already reject that stuff. And they should, and they, I assume, have, if there's anybody out there, again, like the Daily Wire out there being like, aha, here we go, goes Ben Shapiro's Dungeons and Dragons supplement, and you're like,
it'll
great.
make $804 just like Terror on the Prairie, like, so yeah. But I mean, and I only know about that because I read Deadline. But no.
Here's the question.
I think that the statement, they're talking about how it was a draft, how they botched the rollout, how they did this, how they did that. I mean, it allegedly, according to like licensors and partners, this was already going around with NDAs and contracts attached. So that's not a draft at that point. That's
the finished form.
That's the finished form. And, it's like, sign it and shut up about signing it, and shut up about what's in it.
The only thing I could think of how both of those things could be true simultaneously is if they were going around to everybody and they were like, hey, look, this is what we're going to release to the community. Now you can sign this other agreement right here that gives you better terms, or you can wait till we release this thing and then you'll get these much, much worse terms. So sign this one right now. And so they can get away with saying this was a draft, because the worst terms thing they never actually intended to have anybody sign until later.
Well, I mean,
that's super disingenuous and
could the level of
shady.
stubbornness get any higher if that was actually the case?
Right. Well, but I could see how somebody would be like, well, technically it was a draft.
Yeah.
Some folks call that business, and like that's like strong arm attacks are not unusual in certain circumstances, especially when we're dealing with billion-dollar franchises. Does that make these things right? No, but the people are there. There are folks out there who are defending their own interests, and I'm of course very concerned about the notion that Hasbro considers D&D under monetized, and what that means for things going forward. Now, I don't think we're going to have. I don't think that we're going to have. What's the best way to describe it? I don't think that we're going to have the friggin' like shops like you have in the hero collectors and the other click to win games and stuff like that. But I do think that if they're going to monetize things through D&D Beyond, I think we're going to get digital miniatures. I think we're going to get a lot of different things that they can do where it's just assets that they can develop and then monetize very well. And you get like these microtransactions as a possibility. I think that there's a lot of what you got your hand up, Anton. You got thoughts?
I mean, if not to disparage Hero Forge or anything like that, I would love if D&D Beyond came out with an incredible D&D, incredible miniature, tabletop miniature generating thing, and I'd fucking pay the hell out of that.
Yeah,
that's a great.
I'd pay $1 for that too.
I just
and make it part of your subscription fee that you can have X number of imported Hero Forge characters.
Yeah. Or
make something that people want outside of
or send your D&D Beyond minis,
game and you'll make money.
Yeah,
or send your D&D Beyond minis to Hero Forge to get them printed.
The statement prima facie of D&D is under monetized, that's true. But when somebody goes and says that, I think so you're going to make more like D&D shirts, like officially licensed shirts, right? Because I'll go and buy some officially licensed shirts. Yeah. Go make me some other officially licensed stuff that you don't make yet. Make more toys, make more D20s that turn into dragons. That's cool.
Yeah,
action figures. Come on.
Yeah, I want a stuffy. I want a stuffy of a wood elf riding a griffin, firing a bow off its. I want that stuffy right over there.
Yeah.
Like,
But I guess the question will be if and when the D&D movie does well and the TV show does well, how long is it before you have an attempted knockoff brand or et cetera coming out of
Don Johns and Darragors or whatever.
Well, I mean, out of India, out of China, out of basically the larger markets that it'll be interesting to see.
They already do that.
There's nothing.
Right,
Those
but I mean,
have our copyrights anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They don't.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting thing of like you also have to try and fight against that because so I think it's an interesting concern.
Yeah.
Those people I meant those countries. I just couldn't.
Yeah. Well, Anton just outed himself. All right, here we go. We're all laughing because we know the actual truth here, so yeah. I don't know. I think we need to go to the source of rational discourse and all this. Nat, what's your opinion?
I think we should find sparkly, shiny things and kick some ass. That's
all right. I think the brains of the party has spoken.
The game,
the real core of D&D, right there.
Yep. Yeah, kick monsters, get shinies. Yeah. So yeah.
It's like, I want my goblins smashed. I want my wenches
smashed.
Smashed.
And my za hot.
And my za hot. Yeah, baby.
And
all
my
right.
Merlot room temperature.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm sure there'll be more to talk about with the OGL and this whole clusterfuck. But also, I think I should say that all the opinions expressed within this broadcast tonight and in last week's broadcast are the opinions solely of the individuals expressing them and do not reflect any position of Mastermind Adventures. I am not an employee. I am a contractor, and they were foolish enough to give me the password and the stream key to get on their Twitch. So, yeah.
Mistakes all
Actually, to be fair, it's really just my opinions. I just paid everybody else to parrot them. So it's just if you're gonna blame anybody, just blame me.
Okay.
Thank you guys, everyone.
Minecraft Legos.
Yeah,
they're great.
Yeah,
dude,
I want more D&D Legos. I saw them at Comic-Con a few years ago, and I've never seen them.
They're monetized. What the
Lego,
hell?
like they did with Minecraft. Build have little Lego dungeons you can build, and then they're to scale to run on your tabletop games.
Dude, we just need to apply for jobs at Wizards and product development. We'll fix their under-monetizing shit. Come on, this is. Yeah. We're already we're printing money here. Somebody get Watsy on the phone. Jesus Christ.
Department of Treasury, we're not actually printing money. Would like that to be very.
That's
clear.
That's fair. Yeah, not actually printing money. God, the fact that we have to make these distinctions. Anyhow, all right. So where the hell did we? First off, once again, I am DM Greg. This is Tales of the Tortletonis. We're having a little roundtable before we get started tonight, but I think it's about time we start smashing some devils here. Let me introduce to you tonight's crew. Same crew as last week. Best crew ever. Not that any of the other crew isn't great, but I love these guys. So let's go ahead and kick it off with random. Our boyfriend and girlfriend playing cousins in the party here. Yeah.
We are engaged cousins.
You're engaged? Shit. When did I miss that?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No. When did that happen?
Last year.
Last April of 2022.
How the fuck did I not hear about that? First off, congratulations.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah. Anyway, I am Nathalie.
I'm your dungeon master for how long, and I'm finding out about this now?
I knew.
I'm
That's
embarrassed.
a low-
Of course, you probably helped.
Where were you?
That's where I'm wondering is where the fuck was I when that happened? Congratulations. Anyway.
I don't know.
Well, we were in Ireland,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't know where you were.
I
But
was
I'm
probably-
Nathalie Eckert. I play Vicki Wick Tortletoni. I am a dear cousin to all of these brothers, and I think at least a party friend with dear Casan.
Yeah. It's you're getting real close. You're getting real close.
I'm getting close.
She'll remember.
And I just like to hit very hard, drink my Merlot, and find shiny things. So that's what I like to do.
Yep. Hi, I'm Paul Masterson, but in this world tonight, I am Anthony Tony the Tool Boy Tortletoni, aka Triple T. And right now, I usually have my my mini army rolling around with me, my homunculus servant Tiny Tony with his Tiny
Gonna
Tony
kill them
gun,
all.
and Owl Capone, my familiar. Haven't had a chance to bring back Owl Capone because our DM rat bastard poofed my familiar with those little flying fuckers.
Yeah. No, it was called an economic correction of the action economy. It was an economic adjustment.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Hey, don't make one of us play a druid. We'll show you action economy.
Fuck you all.
Yeah.
No.
So, anywho,
I can get that spell
and create some great stuff.
No. I'm a nature cleric now. I can get that spell.
Oh god damn it! Oh fucking hell! All right. Well, speaking of nature clerics, Anton, how you doing, buddy?
Hi everyone. I'm Anton Ray, and in this universe, I play Miguelle the Tortletoni. I'm I'm the party cleric. I'm not really good at things, but I try real hard. And luckily, I got Frankie to protect me, and I got Tony to figure out important stuff for me, and Vicki, who scares the shit out of me, and then Casan helps me find my lost stuff.
Yeah, I think that sounds like that's a pretty fair assessment of everything. Yeah. Awesome, brother. Glad to have you here tonight. Thank you so much. And Seth.
Hello, I am Seth Thygesen, and I finally took down my Christmas decorations today, and my Hanukkah decorations. I saved them all just for today, for MLK weekend. I also play Franco, Frankie, Tortletoni. We've gotten a lot of mileage out of these joke characters that we made for a one-shot ages ago, and I'm glad that it's still happening.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that I think is always wonderful is when you know people that you're like, dang, someone would be so lucky to be with that person if two of those people got together, and that's what the deal is with Paul and Nathalie. So, like, I know this is news to you, Greg, but like they were shy. You're not high at it.
So I'm like, did I have head trauma? Like, when did I make? I mean, the head trauma is actually me too. That's
like, you own a theater. The chances of getting head trauma are very high. It's basically either you are running a theater or you're playing football.
Yeah, what? I mean, I did give myself a concussion during Fringe this year too. So yeah,
yeah. So
or last year, yep. I mean, legit. So
he doesn't
the fact
even know
that
which year.
What? Yeah. No. Well. Yeah. Anyhow,
it's just the brain boo boo talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, a barbarian. The end.
Yeah. Also, a barbarian. Yeah. Bye. All right, and from the East Coast,
yes,
Mr. LePage.
I'm playing Casan Jonar. I was a Hexblade Warlock until I picked up a shiny hilt that nullified my class and feats, and now I'm obsessed with getting it, just like Vicki is with anything that's bedazzled. And where are we? I think I left off with me about to wake up and go full sprint into the river Styx to try to recover said shiny hilt.
Oh God, please
from
do
the
that.
river bottom.
Yeah.
So
this will be great. This will be
Casan
excellent.
has some interesting life choices right ahead of him.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, speaking of which, since you kind of like teased it a little bit here, who wants to do the recap for last week?
Ooh.
Anton.
Okay.
Anton.
So we climbed down this rope, and then it turns out we went into hell, and then we looked around for a little bit, and then we found the river Styx, but then there was this old this old like shell of a house thingy, and we tried to make camp there, and we tried to rest, but then Casan started acting really weird, and he had this he had like a little magical weapon, then it's trying to take him over, and so then the people, while we were sleeping, did a plot to try and get rid of it, and then Tiny Tony like took the thing, but then the magic item took over Casan's body, and then there was a fight, and we just and then Vicki and I kind of woke up because there's a fight going on, and then someone knocked Casan out before he hurt anyone, and that was good. Frankie. But then all of a sudden there was loud screaming and explosions, and like I had to dive on Casan and like shield him from all because he was unconscious and couldn't defend himself, and I had to dive on, protect Casan, and then we were running, and then we crested the hill, and then there were devils everywhere, big giant demons, giant demons. I don't really know the difference, but they were big and they were scary, and we were about to fight them.
All right.
And they were shooting flame mortars at us.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but still, we were about to fight him.
I'm charging at him. Yeah. So
yeah.
Okay. In that case, let's go on ahead and pick right back up where we left off. As I mentioned before, Anton, you and Frankie and Vicki and Casan, were you conscious at the end of last episode? Forgive me for not remembering.
No, I was still unconscious.
Oh, that's right, because your brain got shorted out by the by the So we'll deal with that in a minute.
Shorted out.
I got him.
Armbar.
Yes. Yeah.
Courtesy of Frankie Tortletoni.
Yeah, he choked you out. I forgot about that.
No. Yeah. That's the bar of brotherly love.
Yeah. You have a shell you could retreat into. He does not have a shell he can retreat into.
As I'm choking you out, I just gently stroke your face to let you know everything's going to be okay.
Oh God. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's so bad. That's no.
No, it's fine. It's what's my childhood.
Casan has trust for Frankie. He knows.
Yeah.
The chokeout came from a place of caring.
Yep. All right. So, Anton, you have who is actually carrying Casan right now? Was it you or was that Frankie?
That would be me.
All right. I need you to make an athletics check with disadvantage. Vicki and Frankie, I need you to make regular athletics checks, please.
Uh-huh. Not good.
Not good?
Not good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You just were already starting off with a nat 1. All right.
Athletics check, yeah.
So what happened?
And if I recall correctly,
athletics,
I am
please.
still raging. So here's an advantage. Did it roll? Did it roll? There it goes.
No.
Oh, 29.
29. All right. Frankie, you come soaring off of this cliff over, and you clear, I want to say, about 30 or 40 feet, and you actually manage to drop and roll and land and roll across with your shell, kind of tumble into the dirt, and you come out, skid to a stop, and turn around, and you see two giant red-skinned, horned, red-eyed creatures with two sets of arms. Two of them are kind of humanoid. Two of them are much larger and end with lobster claws, and they have like wings, or they're webbed under the arms. And it looks like these guys are the kind of guys who go and rock the bench press all day long and skip leg day every week. They have big upper bodies, small legs. Two of them. And Vicki, give me your athletics when you get a sec.
Those are the kind of demons you Johnny Cage.
Yep. All right. And with your athletics, you got a 17. All right. So with a 17, you actually do manage to also successfully land. You're a little bit closer. You actually do manage to jump and actually clear over both of these guys as you're going off the cliff. It's about like a 10, 15 footish drop. So you actually successfully go over them, and you had enough distance to clear them and not land on them. Miggy, you with Casan, you actually drop Casan's prone body and then immediately go into this dude, and you actually he reflexively kind of like grabs you with both claws by like one by the chest and one by the neck, and immediately looks you in the eye, and from above you all hear another, and they both yell something, and suddenly you are smothered in darkness up against the wall. You actually feel yourself get slammed up against the stone, and it's dark. And Casan, give me a Constitution save while you're at it. In the meantime, Vicki, I need you to give me a strength check. All right, strength. Okay. And I'm gonna. That's a saving throw. Don't want to use that. You actually feel one of the demons grab at you, and then the demon goes and presses up against the wall. It misses you, unfortunately. You actually kind of like, it doesn't get a grip, but you hear it yell something in your direction. And then I need dexterity saving throws from Vicki and Frankie.
Dexterity save. Great.
Nice.
You're so good. But I think actually, double check. I'm pretty sure I get advantage on these, which is great because my dexterity.
I think that was only strength, but okay.
No. So that's for rage. It is for my danger sense. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
And Casan, with a 12 Constitution save, you getting dropped isn't going to do any damage to you. Yeah, well, you're not going to take any damage, and I'm going to say that you start feeling like you're starting to stir. You realize that you're on the ground. You've got some giant figure over you. But it's dark, and you actually feel like your body is getting crushed into a wall right now. You're not quite sure what the hell is going on. You're not even sure if you're awake yet. But all you do know is that you're feeling very smothered between a literal rock and a hard place. And the only thing that's stopping your head from getting crushed right now under all this is the fact that your mask is wedged in between them. And you can actually feel
a rock and a hard shell.
Yeah, between a rock and a hard shell, and it smells like. It smells like Miggy had way too much za last night based on, which end that you're facing. So I'll leave that up to you to decide. That
could go several ways. Some good, some bad.
That really could.
He might just smell like a pizza.
He might. But this smells like a very digested one. Yeah, he doesn't like lactose.
I'm not going to judge.
Yeah. All right. So at that point, there's another earth-shattering kaboom, as another shell lands in the dirt, and immediately these two figures, one turns and faces Vicki and Frankie, and kind of gives you an assessing look. The other one, after the shell explodes, pulls itself off of Miggy and grabs him and pushes him up against the wall. What do you guys want to do?
Well, he's not ripping me apart, so I'm gonna be happy that I'm not in an explosion.
Okay. In that case, Frankie, Vicki, do you have anything you guys want to do?
Well, I'm still raging, so I kind of want to tear him apart.
Oh God! All right.
You need to slap yourself in the face.
And Vicki, what do you want to do?
For the sake of it, I feel like I should get big.
Okay.
Oh, but we haven't. I can't because we haven't had a long rest. So.
Yeah, you guys have not had a successful long
Never
rest.
mind. I would just like to. Did I hear you incorrectly that you said that there's eggs falling?
A shell.
A shell.
I think you meant an explosive shell.
Oh,
yes, like an explosive shell. Yes.
I grew up on a farm, so when I hear shell, I think
all good.
Egg. So, I'm gonna move and just hang out over here and just kind of watch what's going on and kind of yell to. Casan's out, so not Casan, but I'd like to yell over to Miggy, like, are you okay? Do we need to shoot this guy in the back?
I'm all right. I don't think so. I don't know what's going on.
Just so you know, I'm happy to shoot him in the back. Because family.
Oh, okay, I'm not really sure what's going on.
So I'd like to stand ready.
Okay, so you stand ready. You ready your crossbow, and you're just still trying to figure out what the hell's going on and who's shooting at what. Frankie, what are you doing? Yeah, now we'll say that now is your turn, and this will determine whether we go into initiative or not.
So, is he a size category larger, or is he 2 size categories larger?
They're large creatures.
I think I'm gonna grapple the guy that's holding on to my brother. That's the thing that just makes most sense here.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna run at him and grapple.
Oh yeah.
All right. I get disadvantage to try and stop this.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Well, 'cause
Nobody
I'm already,
runs
technically I'm already holy shit!
Oh, come on.
Wow.
You
Double
know what
20.
though? If I roll over a 15 with my advantage here on my strength check because I'm doing this, that I still win. Hello, friends.
All right.
Chaos, baby.
Oh man.
For
This is
those
that
of you who
kind-
cannot see the the
hold
board.
on. I'm sharing my screen real
Oh,
quick.
thank
Hold
you.
on. Yeah. No, that is the dice are choosing violence tonight. That is, and that's fine by me most of the time. I'll tell you that. But yes, the dice are very intent on making tonight a crazy evening. It's cool. So yeah, so I rolled double 25. I rolled 2 crits on a disadvantage, I might add. That was with disadvantage, and I rolled 2 25s. And then Frankie turns around and rolls a 28 as he's trying to grapple this dude right here. So, yeah.
And if you've been watching us for a minute, this is like top tier.
Frankie
for
usually rolls a 4.
Frankie normally like biffs every roll possible. So the fact that he did not, that is, I mean, yeah, making my job difficult here tonight, Frankie. Bravo. All right. So yeah, you
I'm sure he makes your job difficult.
You grab onto the dude, and you immediately what?
He makes your job difficult. He gets applause.
Yeah.
Anthony does it, and it's like, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, because it's so rare for Frankie to get it right, you know. I mean, Anthony, it's like first off, he gets like 27 actions a turn, so you know, he's got plenty of opportunity. Paul, I joke because it's true and because I love you.
It's all good. I got you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so you immediately like wrap your you immediately put this guy in a chokehold, and start trying to choke him out. And we'll deal with that in just a moment.
Oh, that's my first attack. I have a second attack that I can do something with.
Jesus. Okay.
I'm going to use my shove to knock him to the ground. It's almost like all the people around him are people who deal melee attacks. I don't know. They could maybe get advantage against somebody who's just laying there.
Yeah, I mean, all right. You know what? I'll say that you actually... Do I get a save on that? No.
Let's see. So shove. How does shove work in 5e? I shove. The creature making a shove. Athletics versus athletics.
All right.
So,
well, I've got disadvantage again because I'm still holding on to these guys.
Cool beans. Oh, good. There it is. That's the Frankie I'm looking for. That's a 3 and a 4. It's still 1.
Yeah.
But.
All right. So Miggy, you get dropped to the ground. As this guy goes ass over tea kettle and is now like completely on the ground. Cool.
I'll never understand that phrase.
Ass over tea kettle? Yeah.
Yeah. If you're ever trying to envision it, it doesn't make any sense.
No, falling down a set of stairs with a with a tea kettle in hand. Yep. So he goes down, and you we'll deal with the repercussions of that in a second. But you immediately feel something spike in your mind as that happens. Now then, where's my prone? There's prone. There we go. All right, now cutting back over to our erstwhile companion.
One little thing to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Because they are knocked prone, that means they have to use movement to be able to stand up or crawl. Except they ain't got no movement because they grappled, so they can't go nowhere. Just a heads up. Okay, back
That's
to your
fine.
regular schedule.
His brother's gonna come in and start clubbing you like a baby seal here in a second.
Okay,
so
cool,
it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Cool beans. Yeah. And while you're maintaining that, he gets advantage on you. So yeah, you're gonna, we'll see how long your damage reduction lasts. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you're a barbarian. You're used to guys rolling advantage on you. We pan over to Tony. Tony, you and Tiny Tony, the both of you are running towards this this gunner position where you see where in the distance it looked like it was a couple of tieflings, but as you get closer, you realize that they are actually full-blooded fiends, full-blooded devils, with a couple of guards around them, as a matter of fact. And you do see a proper. It's a proper fire team. One with a looking glass and a spy. One with a spyglass, calling out range commands, and the other one is having the minions load, aim, and fire the cannon. And they're actually doing perfect, like Swiss swatch level clockwork of assessing, targeting, finding the range, and firing off. And they just fire off another round that you can hear whistling overhead as you're running towards their position. What do you want to do?
I would like to attempt to time a shot at their mortar as it is flying out and have Tony do the same.
Oh, so you want to have Tony fire off and or Tiny Tony fire off something to explode the shell coming out of the mortar?
Yes, I'm
like a
how
Vulcan
far?
cannon on an aircraft carrier shooting missiles out of the sky.
We're both trying to. I tell Tony, and I'm trying to do the same, of basically to time it to turn the shell, to explode the shell on their own. Do I see any? Do I see a pile of shells anywhere over there?
It looks like that they have set this up in the cannon is actually sticking out of a bit of a ridge, and the spotter is standing up on the ridge. And you think that it looks like that as they're loading the mortars, they're pulling the shells from somewhere behind down below.
All right. Can I see anybody carrying a shell? How far out am I?
I'm gonna, like I said, you were about 150 feet when we left you. You sprinted 60 feet, so you're about 90 feet away. You can hear voices coming from below, but you can only see what looks to be like horns, and then the spotter with the spyglass right now. That's what you see.
Gotcha. And I cannot see the loading position of the cannon.
It's probably it looks like it's below your sight line.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do I have any indication that they can see me yet?
Give me a stealth check.
$11.
Let me see. Actually, I have that right here. You actually do see them. The spotter is actually sweeping around with their spyglass, and they lock onto you. So they grok you. Doesn't look like that they've spotted Tiny Tony, though, because he's flying above you.
Gotcha. And are all the creatures that I've seen thus far fiends?
I mean, fiends, yes, but there's distinctions in the type of fiend, but you haven't really gotten into that yet.
Not a problem. So I'm going to run forward 30 feet, and I'm going to cast Protection of Good and Evil on myself.
Okay. You hear, as you run forward and you cast the spell, you hear, stay back, or you will be fired upon.
I keep charging.
All right. Danger close, danger close. And popping up out of the, popping up from behind the ridge, you actually do see a couple of heads pop up with crossbows.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll roll for initiative. Yeah, we're just going to do it. And let me see. I need scratch pad. I need a scratch pad here real quick. So, yeah, fuck it. We're just going to do everybody. All right. Frankie has the... Oh, Frankie, what's your initiative? Frankie's got a 17.
17!
Tony's got a 12. Miggy.
Yeah.
Miggy. 9. And then Casan has a 17 for the unconscious guy, for the barely conscious guy. And Vicki.
A 5.
A 5.
And DM, I'd just like to point out that with protection from good and evil, all fiends have disadvantage on their attacks against me.
Copy that. Sounds good. All right. Casan.
Yes.
Your eyes are obstructed. You hear all kinds of rustling and everything around you, and your eyes and mask are obstructed. And you feel yourself on the ground. You feel things moving around you. You're hearing voices in an unfamiliar tongue, and you hear grunting. And you feel a swift kick in the ribs. And then you hear, "Get up." Again, your mask is in your way. It's been knocked out of alignment. What do you want to do?
The voice I heard, is that an actual thing right next to me saying that, or is that a voice in my head from the hilt?
Make a wisdom check. Or a wisdom saving throw.
7.
You're not sure. That's what you heard, and you felt hot, stinking breath over you as you hear it. So probably it is something that is in reality, and not just like the voice of the thing in your mind.
Can I adjust my mask so I can
Go
see
for
what's
it. Do you
going
want to adjust it, or you want to take it off?
on? Adjust it.
Okay. As you move and adjust it, you see through the eye holes fine black leather boots with red trim, and what looks to be a dangling red tail that ends in a point, almost like a spear tip point, and what looks to be maybe an ankle length duster or cloak. And suddenly, as you are laying there, you realize that you don't feel the wall against your back. You don't feel dirt on the ground or sand. It's stone and it's cold.
Yeah.
I said, get up.
Are we adversaries here, or is this like a misunderstanding?
You'd better hope it's a misunderstanding, Casan.
Well, we're not here to start shit.
All right. So if you're going to lay there and that's what you're going to do, we'll go on and cut to that. Frankie, it is your action.
Yeah, I'm going to do the exact opposite of what Casan said we were here to not do.
Yeah, okay. Go for it.
I'm laying them up for you, Frankie.
I'm going to go ahead and drag him. I can only go half my movement, so I got 20 feet of movement.
All right, go on ahead and actually move your token, and then I'll move the guy accordingly.
Actually, Greg, can I ask real quick, because you mentioned at the end of last session, am I under a compulsion to go run into the river and retrieve that hilt?
Give me an insight check.
So I'm gonna get him, and I can spin him around to put him here.
Okay. You, I'm gonna say this, Matt. That sword is furthest thing from your mind right now, because you are in the presence of another overwhelming force, one that is all too familiar to you, and it all comes rushing back. You've never encountered this force before, but you feel it, and it is not happy.
Sweet.
Yeah. Frankie, you drag the demon towards what looks to be a fissure in the ground with lava sweeping out of it. What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know that I can actually put him in the lava. I'm not quite close enough for that. And I also don't know if that will do anything, because I'm not metagaming. So let's go ahead and use my item interact to take out my sword and my 2 attacks to be able to attack him with the sword.
Got it. Okay.
Don't mess with my family.
Got it. All right, go on ahead and roll your attacks. You get advantage on them.
Can
What's up?
What you got, Anton?
what's up? I'm just like, when he's dragging, can I see like him drag him across there and like draw his sword and he's about to like kill the big demon-y thing? It's a demon, right? I can't tell the difference. I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, make a religion check. Make a religion check.
Not even sure what the difference would be. Religion. Like I'm good at that.
Yeah. They're big red evil fiends. They're they're fiends. You don't understand the nuance of this.
I heard evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do know they just helped us.
So you're gonna yell, Frankie, don't!
Yeah. Frankie!
What?
He protected me.
He was holding you up against the wall.
From the shell.
That doesn't sound like a lot of protection.
Like I was protecting Casan, who I look over and now isn't there.
Oh no, he's there.
Oh,
he is completely prone and unconscious.
Okay,
I just wanted to
token vanished.
I'm still unconscious.
In Anton's eyes, or in Miggy's eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually just wanted to disable your view of the map, but I may as well just leave you here since you are currently.
Sorry, I saw him disappear and I reacted accordingly.
Yeah. No, all good, all good. I didn't want to spoil that too quickly, but since we're at this point, yeah, Casan, the lights are out and nobody's home. When it comes to Casan, still breathing for the moment, but as I mentioned, Casan, the texture of what you're laying on is now very different compared to what it was.
All right. I thought I might have got thrown up onto like a stone platform in the wasteland that we're in, but okay. It'll slowly dawn on me that I'm not there anymore.
You're not infernal Kansas anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So,
all right.
Which is worse, infernal Kansas or just Kansas?
I mean, I have opinions.
I mean, at least there's like terrain diversity. Anyway, continuing on.
True. I mean, it is flat as hell. They have, at least here, they've got fire tornadoes. Actually, they have those in Kansas too.
Oh yeah.
I've seen the videos. Anyway,
better college football in Kansas, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing on. Sorry.
All right. So, given that Miggy is trying to get me to stop attacking this guy rather than pull out my sword, I'm gonna claw him once first. It's a gentle clawing.
Oh, it's a gentle caress. Oh.
So that's a 5 damage claw. And then I'm gonna go, are you trying to help us or are you trying to die today? And I'm getting ready for that second attack. I want to see what he says.
I'm trying to help you, you idiot.
Get a weird way of trying to help people. I'm going to attack him one more time, and then I'm going to let him go.
All right.
There you go. There's 8 more slashing damage, and I'm going to let him go.
And that's not magical, so, he's like, whatever, who gives a shit?
Who's the idiot now? Oh, I can't walk anywhere. I've used all my movement. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, you definitely cannot move anywhere. I would cast confusion on you, except you clearly already are living in the state of it.
It might give us clarity of purpose.
Yeah. I don't know if your pea brain could handle that level of intelligence. Yeah, this is all like you hear this. You're not hearing any words. You don't see any mouth moving. This is all just popping into your head.
You know what? I'm going to keep holding on to him then.
All right,
if he's being a jerk about helping, then I
don't know. He just covered your brother.
Down one. He's just like on his back, one leg held up. He can't go nowhere.
Yeah. That's fine. We'll deal with that in a second.
Making him smell dirty socks.
Paulie, you've got mail, sir. You're not on the map right now. We're Theater of the Mind for you because I did not have the foresight to prepare 2 different attack maps, which I probably should have done, but in hindsight, that's what it is. Here, a heavy crossbow fires off, and immediately a bolt appears at your feet, and you hear them once again say, "That was the warning shot. Come no further." And then it's your action.
Okay. So I keep moving forward, flanked by my flying little buddy. Do I see any any marks, any regalia, anything that would give me anything to read off of to try and figure out whether. All I know is they're shooting in the direction of my family, but I don't know. I don't know, my ass from a hole in the ground down here, in terms of any indication whether everything is bad or not. So do they have any uniforms, anything that I?
Yeah, they do. They actually have what look to be black combat fatigues. I'm gonna fash these guys up. They're in black combat fatigues.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Would that be a history check?
History. Sure, I'll give you history. It'll be a high DC. If you had a good religion score, it would be a little bit easier. It depends on which history books you're reading. That's the trick. Yeah. But go for
it. 23.
Son of a bitch! You've been reading the occult section. So
you make things go boom.
Exactly. Yeah. No. There's a difference between arcane and occult. I'm just saying. But you, in your references of actually like searching for Dragon's Fire and stuff like that, you actually have read up on infernal machinations and machina that are used in ground war, and you actually do recognize this as
from my comics. That could it actually just be from my comics that he recognizes it?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Yeah, you actually recognize like Anton or Miggy drew like a dragon-headed cannon once, and said that's what the devils use in the Blood War. And then you actually did also come across this in your research into alchemist fire and other things that you read about. And if you've got any interest in like mechanized infantry and stuff like that, or the burgeoning field of it as Artificer is still being developed, you do recognize that these guys, it's a fire team, and it looks like they're taking tactical action. And you guys did figure out that you're in Avernus, which is the battlefield of the Blood War. So this looks like a team for Team Lawful Evil. This is a fire team for Team Lawful Evil and the Devils.
And what's the other team?
Chaotic Evil, the demons. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you've got the 9 hells versus the abyss, and technically you're in level 1 of hell at the moment, and this is where the demons have been trying to invade and get a foothold for over a millennia. But it's been a stalemate.
Gotcha. So I'm going to be running forward. I'm going to say, you stop shooting at my family, I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you advantage on it just because the balls of it all.
What am I rolling?
Intimidation with advantage.
Let's see here.
Charisma skills and Anthony.
5. Double sixes.
Double sixes. Son of a bitch. We're not having good luck with the. I'm also surprised at how many double rolls we're getting that are identical lately through Beyond 20. I'm wondering if there's something we got to patch or something like that. It's getting weird. Maybe they're protesting the ORS too, or the ORC.
OGL.
OGL. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So they all kind of like they immediately like 3 more crossbows level up on you and draw a bead. So you're potentially gonna get perforated pretty bad here.
Cool.
Do you take?
So they are within. So they are now within range, correct?
You're within. You went and cast protection from good and evil. Oh wait, that was
last round.
That was last round. So you go another 30 feet. Do you do a full dash or do you do 30 feet and then take an action?
30 feet and I take an action.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm going to see. Does there seem to be a captain or any sort of leader? Are they close to each other?
You know what? I would actually say that the devil that is in the trench, you actually see like a bit of ornamentation on one of their horns that looks like it goes with the uniform. So with a history check, you would actually recognize that as some sort of indication of an officer.
Mm-hmm. That's what you get for not. This is what you get for not having some dude rank in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to target that officer with acid splash.
Oh shit! You're doing this. All right.
Just making friends on both sides right here.
Okay. Cool.
Dex 14.
He takes
save.
it. Yep, he takes it. He's going to take. Let's see. I actually didn't have stats for the officers. I should have done that, but I have stats for the minions. Okay, cool. I'm going to make note of that.
I miss minions from 4D.
Okay, so yeah, you take. Or no, he takes 4 acid. And yeah, what else are you going to do?
And if there's another one beside him, whoever, I guess his lookout, if he's within 5 feet, would also have to roll the dex.
Well, as you do that, you fire off both the Force Strike and the Acid Splash. The minions, the loaders, one of them immediately dives in front and takes the Acid Splash damage. It has an ability called Loyal Bodyguard, so therefore it just intercedes itself. Think of it like Vicky's redirect, but I get to play with it this time. And
look out, sir!
Look out! Grenade! And then the other guy dives in front and takes the shot because 16 is enough to break its AC. So that'll take 6 force damage. The minions both take hits, and now you hear the officer yell, open fire. So it's on now. Back into the heading back over to the other end of things. This dude gets up and immediately looks at you all and says, "We know what you are, and we can help you. Just take cover."
Vicki, come get over here by the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and you could tell that they're like, keeping one ear to the sky, and just getting, looking out for the next round of attacks and whatever. But Frankie, the dude that's standing, has currently got his eyes on you and is just waiting to see if you take any other aggressive actions. You get the feeling that his patience is wearing very, very, very thin, but they're going to give you a fair shot to pull it together. So, Miggy, you're up. What do you want to do?
Okay, I look over and I try to find it. I'm doing a head count. Where's Tony?
Tony is not with you. He wasn't with you guys to begin with because he was already off scouting. He was on his way back from the River Styx and saw the fire team taking action. So he diverted where he was headed and started heading towards the fire team position as opposed to where you guys landed.
Okay.
And you are no longer near the ruins. You've run probably about a good 100 feet or so from that and have gone down a ridge.
Okay.
Or gone down over a ledge, and now that position is being fired upon.
Okay. I get some cover. I gotta go find Tony. And I say thank to the demon. Thank you for your help. And then I go and take care of Casan, and I go over the top and I'm go start running towards Tony.
All right, I need an athletics check.
Yeah.
Just because you've had your bell rung pretty hard.
Frankie knows where I am though, because I've taken the hilt, the possessed hilt.
Yeah, he knows where the hilt went. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're trying your best to get up that ridge right now, Miggy, and it's just not cooperating. It'll take your full movement just to get up to the top of the ridge.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question, DM, did the firing team appear to know about Tiny Tony?
Well, if you say that he's coming in on your wing, then they're gonna see him pretty clearly too. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna order him. I don't know if he had if he has the movement to do it, to come in behind my shield.
Okay. This is after your action, but I'll allow it.
Yeah. I'm just
Yep. Yeah. Because otherwise, I at least wanted one round of free shots on him. But if you're going to be like that about it, fine. Okay. In that case, one of the guys pops up with his heavy crossbow.
If they are a
you-
fiend, they're at disadvantage.
Correct. A 9 is going to miss. Frankie, we cut back to the demons. The one that you have grappled currently is looks at you in the eyes, and you hear inside your head, Are we going to now deal with each other as civilized beings, or are we going to continue this mockery of a fight before I have to hand you your own shell?
You keep talking like that, you're going to find out real fast. Get out of my head. Talk like a normal person. What's wrong with you?
You couldn't understand my language if I spoke it.
You're sitting in my head right now, so speak like a normal person outside.
That doesn't work like that down here.
I'm talking.
Yes, I
Talking
understand
out
that.
loud.
And I'm reading your thoughts before they actually make it out of your mouth.
Oh, hey,
It's hearing
read
you in
this.
stereo with a slight delay. It's very obnoxious. Yeah. Oh, that's filthy.
Did you read that? Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
That's my mother that you're thinking of right now, and you don't even know what she looks like.
I got
frankly,
an idea.
I didn't either, because I was born in a farm, factored out of a shell. But that
What
is
are you looking for sympathy points?
not at all. It's a simple statement of fact. But I'm pretty certain that even if I did know what my mother looked like, she could not anatomically bend in that fashion. So.
Yeah,
No, I don't, but okay. So are you going to let
Wait,
go
wait.
of me, or am I going to have
Now
to
you know.
continue to fight you? Oh, dear God. It's devils. Oh, hells. Oh, gross. So I'll give you one chance.
I'm going to
to let
drag
go of me.
him while we're having this conversation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just going to drag him back towards the wall, because apparently everybody's taking cover against this wall.
All right. All right. He's going to
So,
allow
just
himself
while
to be
it's going.
dragged. 3, 4. Yeah, what's your... you could do 8 squares of movement, so we could go 4 right now if you're doing half. Or are you
5.
doing double move? 5.
I can do 5, yeah.
Okay. So with the double move there. All right. So you're only doing a single move, and do you doing any other? Well, it's not your action. It's technically his.
Oh, sorry, it's
Yeah.
his action. No, I can't move at all. Then
They're going to be very
I
patient with you.
can't let him go if I wanted to.
Yes. You understand the situation. You have found yourselves in quite the precarious position right now, strange one.
That's funny coming from a guy going to the ground.
I could easily fix this if I wanted to. Just be glad that I don't.
Why do people always say that when they get their ass kicked?
Pride, one of the oldest sins. I enjoy this so much. Vicki, it's your action. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, first I'd like to move right up against the wall. And
Okay.
then I'd like to basically shoot a warning shot towards the the red demon, and like basically at his feet, maybe clipping like his toe.
Okay.
And just be like, I'm watching you, and we're family. I'm watching you. Because I still don't know what's going on. I don't want to. I'm trying just not to straight up kill something if I don't know what's going on, because it's kind of bit me us in the butt before. So I just want to let him know that I'm definitely. But I'm definitely watching him, and maybe if I clip his toe, I wouldn't be really upset about it.
Okay. And that is a magical crossbow. I will tell you this. The armor of these, the natural hide of these creatures is incredibly tough. And you actually hear in your head as you shoot it, it goes, ooh, that tickles.
Oh, okay.
You actually feel a strange sort of very disgusting and dirty satisfaction as you sink that shot into its leg.
Is that something I'm feeling, or is that something?
Yes, you are feeling that projected into your mind.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
It's flirting. It's flirting.
Yes. So, Casan, as I mentioned before, the ground beneath you is no longer hot but cold stone. You see a pair of leather boots, what looks to be the hem of a cloak or trench coat, like just hovering just above them, as in like a very, very pristine cut, and what looks to be a pointed, spear-pointed red tail between the legs.
Can I look beyond this to?
Yeah, if you want to, if
see
you
that
want
I'm
to roll
no
back
longer
and look
where
up.
I just was. Yeah, I'll look around.
Yep, you look around
what's the
and you are
area?
definitely not in. You're definitely not where you were.
Okay.
You
will-
are. You look and you actually see what looks to be like black cobalt or onyx. It's like onyx, smooth onyx stone walls. No perceivable doors or windows or anything like that. It is cold in this chamber, and as you look up, you see in a very, very well cut, well fitted pair of black trousers. Looks like probably leather. A vest and an overcoat. Blood red skin, looking down at you with flaming eyes, and jet black hair, back longish, kind of coming down around or over the shoulders, and of course red horns. So, this is the latest whelp in the Jonar line, eh?
I'm gonna try to get to my feet.
Go for it. Yep, you get to your feet.
Who are you, and where the hell am I? Where are my friends?
Oh, your friends are currently holed up with a pack of demons, and they're being shelled by a pack of devils. From the sounds of it, they've come under a devil's fire team. You are unconscious currently with them and very vulnerable in this moment. So it is in your lasting interest to make this a very quick conversation. But your mind is currently in my domain. And according to this contract here, I own you. And with that, we're going to go on ahead and take a break.
Wait. Does it say OGO
Yeah.
1.1 at the top?
No, it does not. No, it does not. Yep, nope. Sorry, no creative licensing out of this. It's a lot worse. It's the GSL.
Oh,
It's
no!
the GSL for 4E. Casan, you're just fucked, dude. Sorry, hate to tell you. All right, we will be right back. Let's go in and take 10, freshen up your drinks, hit the bathrooms, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Thank you, Tim.
righty, let's go ahead and bring it on back. So this figure at your that you are at the feet of currently, Casan, is just staring down at you with a mix of
I stood up.
disgust. Oh yeah, as you're standing up, you notice that they're looking at you with like a look of annoyance and disgust, which you get the impression is probably a standard glare from them, from this level of creature.
Resting patron face.
Yeah, pretty much resting patron face. Absolutely. What have you to say for yourself?
What do you have to say for yourself? Who are you? Why did you bring me here?
I am the source of your powers, you fucking ingrate. You dare eschew me? You dare deprive me of your of your quota? You dare start dallying with another patron? That is in breach of contract here, to the point where not only if I choose to enforce this clause right here, he actually points with a flaming fingernail, points at a passage on the contract, and actually starts to burn the paper a little bit, singes it with his fingernail. If I were to enforce this clause, not only would all of your children's souls be forfeit, but all of your ancestors. I would get to eat them for breakfast if you keep falling short of your quota here. Do you understand what the price is here, Casan? Or were you not informed of your family's arrangement?
I got about 10% of that. That's a lot of big words. I was informed that
Fucking idiot.
you provide this power to one of our, each generation. That's why we train to go forth and like kick ass in the name of whatever we decide to kick ass in. I don't know what this quota is that you're talking about. And I don't know what dalliance means with, it sounds like you're talking about my blade. And I tried to bond that thing to be the hex weapon, and you weren't having it. So you're in breach of the contract, my friend.
No.
Because I want your power to flow through that floating, glowing sword thing, because it is very cool. And we together need to use that to do awesome stuff back in the real world before someone steps on my unconscious head. And can I get, do you have that jacket my size? Because if I'm representing you, let me represent.
You don't even understand what it is you're representing. Oh. Good
well,
Lord.
I've never talked to you before,
Gods
obviously.
below. They could have easily, even if they tried explaining the arrangement to you, it's very clear you wouldn't have understood it.
I understand things.
Let us get one thing straight here, and I'm sure you can agree with me on this point. You, sir, are a murder hobo. That is what we like to refer you as down here. Yes, you are a dealer of death. You murder things. You run around murdering things. That is what you do?
Yeah, with a heart of gold, though. I murder the bad things.
The heart of whatever is regardless. You kill things for a living, and you generate souls. Do you understand that in killing these things, you are harvesting their souls for my benefit, as per the terms of this licensing agreement right here? You are licensing my powers to get my weaponry, to use my magical energies to slay enemies so I may consume their souls. And you've been doing a lot of undead lately, by the way. That is very low-grade score. Were you given the scorecard? Were you given the scorecard? Nope. Oh, my...
I'm aware of none of this.
Your family... I think the only bigger fuck-up in this entire thing than you is probably the previous generations of hunters in your family, clearly. If they haven't given you the
Why isn't there an orientation? One day, I had my quarterstaff. I was carving my
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because
glowing.
Whether you know it or not, your family has been a very steady producer of souls for me to consume for a very long time. So as long as the flow is coming, I don't give a shit if you're following the rules or not.
Okay.
I don't give a shit how you do it. You've been meeting your quotas. I don't ask these questions. But now
so
the quota has been
let's get some
disrupted.
quotas
There's
with
been
the
a
glowing
solid
sword.
48 hours where you have not delivered. And as a result, now, because you're dallying with some other thing that wishes to have domain over you and your soul, do you understand that that is, in fact, a very serious breach of contract? That is not just some cool sword, little boy. That is actually an intelligent weapon that I need you to track down and destroy.
By destroy, do you mean use it to feed you souls?
No, I mean,
Because
I
we
need
should
you to
do that.
fucking destroy it.
Why?
Give me a wisdom save. You really had to roll the 1. All right. Yeah,
Do I have inspiration? Can I use inspiration on that? I'm tired of the.
Yeah, I'll let you.
critical
I'll let you have inspiration on it.
All right.
Okay.
How about a 13?
That's a little bit better. As you're talking about this, you're realizing that you don't feel that connection to it anymore. It is no longer attuned to you. You don't feel the driving pull for this. Instead, what you do feel is your powers slowly leaching from you. You actually feel the magic draining out of your soul, out of your being right now, as the source of your power is very unhappy. But you do not feel the bond to the intelligent weapon any longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Liz, what's your name, by the way?
You may call me Vexod.
Vexod? Okay, that's a lot easier to pronounce than...
I'm a being of many names, but you may use that one.
Okay, Vexod. Where is that sword now? Like, I thought it was just a magic weapon. I'm not trying to deviate from whatever here. But that thing, like...
What was it telling you? What did it call itself? What was it telling you?
Something with an umlaut over an H. It wanted me to be its champion of the end times or the apocalypse or, you know...
Give me an insight check.
3. I don't know. It wasn't very... Insight. 16.
You see something flash across his face. It doesn't seem... You're not quite sure what that look says, as you're not really familiar with the intricacies of devil emotional states. But he does seem to have some sort of reaction to what you're talking about right now.
Okay.
Really? The end times.
Something about that. It was... Oh, yeah. Todd... It was Todd Hux.
Todd Hux.
With a really pretentious H.
Interesting. And where is it now?
By the way, now that I'm here and I'm like free of that, whatever it was doing, like it was like gripping onto me there for a little bit.
Clearly, you are weak-minded and weak-willed, and you should never have been selected to be my avatar.
Well, hey, buddy,
you have a lot of room for personal growth and personal improvement. Sir,
I didn't run in there and snatch the magic whatever. You gave it. You picked me. You imparted it to me. You fucked up.
What line of bullshit did your family feed you?
Up, but if you think you fucked up, you fucked up.
What line of bullshit did your family feed you about that you were supposed to be selected to be worthy? That you had to be trained to be selected, and that you would
if you
be
trained hard enough. If you trained hard enough, you might be selected to be, you know, the ass kicker. And you get the superpowers, and you go around, you whatever, you help people, you make a name for yourself, and you cut down,
you kill things. That is what you are supposed to do with these powers: is kill things and feed me souls.
Okay, well,
you are supposed to deliver me souls.
We decided to kill bad things.
I don't care what you decide. You could be the karma
about what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Oh my god,
the fact that you keep flapping your lips is just so obnoxious. You need to stop when you're in the presence of your betters, son, before I decide to withdraw your powers and just have you for brunch right now.
All right. I won't tell HR about that, but okay.
Who do you think wrote HR's contracts? I'm going to tell it to you straight right now. You were selected because you were deemed to be the most cold-blooded and ruthless of your generation. No nobility needed. I don't give a shit who you kill. I don't give a shit why you kill. The point is, I need you to kill. You have a quota to make. And if you fall short, then your soul and the souls of all blood related to you are forfeit.
Okay, not the greatest.
So I need you to step it the fuck up, son. And I need you to use the instruments of destruction that I provided to you, and don't go dallying around with strange weapons that you find elsewhere.
When I hold on there, Chief, because many in my line have used actual weapons of magical whatever, and they just infused them. So
yes,
what's the difference here?
If you read the terms and conditions, there is a very narrow selection of weapons that are properly approved of, and it specifically says, page 273, subsection 6, paragraph 4, line 23, intelligent weapons do not qualify to become packed weapons. And you tried to pass off an intelligent weapon. If you'd read the terms and conditions, you know this would be impossible.
Well, you never provided them to me for one, and it sounds like you're saying you're
that is a document that should have been provided to you by your
sword.
family. And what did I say about interrupting me?
I don't know. I was interrupting you at the time. I didn't.
He actually laughs at that. He laughs at that. I like you. Against all instincts, I actually like you. So here's the deal. I'm not going to eat your soul yet.
Okay.
But
good.
What I do need you to do,
my soul, is
when you
delicious.
wake up, I need you to gut the 2 fucking Glabrezu that are standing over you and your allies. I need you to destroy them in my name, no questions asked. Number 1. That's a good start. I don't like that trash in my front yard, even if it's in the back 40. That's
What's
number
a gazebo?
1. Yes, the 2 big red things that you're going to wake up and find that the asshole of one of them is planted directly on your forehead. I need you to stab it there repeatedly until it dies. And then I need you to stab the other one until it dies. I will consume their souls, and we will consider these transgressions that you've performed here right now null and void. Then I need you to find that fucking hilt, and I need you to destroy it. I don't care what it says. I don't care what it asks. You track it down, you find it, and then you destroy it.
Can you destroy it? Can you zap it through me?
We can arrange that. If you wish to be the channel of my power, if you choose to channel my powers to destroy that, yes, that would work.
Well, it is kind of an asshole. I'm being honest.
Yes, it is.
It's like that. You want to be friends with it because it seems so cool, but it's an asshole.
It gives you all kinds of bad ideas, just whispering them constantly in your ear.
It makes me sad.
Yes. I need you to destroy it. So if you do those 2 things, and then you pick up on your kill count, we will consider the contract intact, and you may continue to use my blessings. I may even increase them.
Okay. What are this thing that's sitting on my head?
Yes.
You got a beef with it?
They're demons. Of course I've got a beef with them. They're agents of
pure chaos. You look a little demonic, my friend.
I am a devil. You fucking idiot. You pacted with a fiend. Your family pacted with a fiend. Okay? And there's a difference between demons and devils. We represent law, order. We bring order to the universe instead of chaos. Demons are beings of nothing but chaos. They'd eat themselves in their own, except for the fact that somebody pointed them in our direction. And like some overwrought billionaire deciding to buy a social media network and turn it into his own personal playground, they brought chaos to the system here, and they're trying to overthrow it. We are agents of order, and you are my hedge clipper.
What about can I be your hedge chainsaw?
Yes.
Okay.
Given time, I will upgrade it to a chainsaw.
So these chaos, they're sitting on me. What are they doing to my friends right now?
Right now, Right now, your berserker friend is currently wrestled one to the ground, and the other one is being held at bay by the angry feminist with the giant shotgun.
Oh yeah, Vicki.
Yeah.
She's badass.
Yes, she is indeed.
I
like her a lot. She, you get partial anything that you touch, and she kills gets me partial credit too. So I like her. We might want to strike up a deal later on. Let her know that there is referral opportunities.
So what do you do with these souls?
Nowhere in the contract does it say that I have to provide you with that information.
Doesn't say you.
But what I do say is that they go great with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
All right. Another point. This jacket here. Help a brother out.
Will you do exactly as I ordered you?
I mean, yeah, I'll keep killing bad stuff for you. What if these guys? Okay, these other devils, fiends, chaos, jabronis,
the demons, the demons.
Yeah.
Yes, demons.
What if they get away? Can I just go kill a bunch of other ones?
No, I need you to kill these two fuckers in particular.
All right. All right.
Good. Now get to work. And with a snap, you wake up. And yes, you do have... it's actually, at this point now, the demon is not sitting on your head with its ass in your face. It is moved off to the side. Vicki is holding it at bay. And we will get back to you in the initiative momentarily. Frankie, what are you doing?
So I'm going to drag him over to the wall.
Uh-huh.
Be like, start talking out loud.
It actually it says, if you say so, and it starts talking in a tongue that it's like in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf uses the black tongue. The sky literally darkens, and you just hear this guttural rumbling, and it is completely incomprehensible. And it sounds like if you keep listening to it, it's going to blow out the low end of your hearing, your eardrums.
All right. Stop. Look, first of all, you should have said that. That is much clearer in the first place as to what the problem is. That's on you. Second of all, what is going on and how are you helping us? And talking to multiple people's...
Those shells are falling on us.
Are you telling everybody? Because if you're not telling everybody,
those
you're going
shells
to
are falling on us. He's telling telepathically. It looks like Vicki is nodding along and responding at this point. And Miggy, like I said, Miggy's already up at the top of the ridge and gone. So the other one is watching very, very cautiously and very tensely, and looks like they're about ready to, they're just waiting for the word. But the first one basically says, "We gave you cover when you were being shelled, but they're here for us."
Hey, I don't know if you realize this, but I am shelled 24/7. I'm not worried about that. I'm a little bit worried about my brother right now, though.
Very well. Then you might want to go after him because he just went up the wall.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to do that. I'm going to let him go. I'm going to go up that wall.
All right, you're going to let him go?
Vicki, you good?
Vicki? Oh, I'm good.
All right, and I'm scrambling up the wall. That's good enough for me.
Cool. You go scrambling up the wall.
Do you need me to make an athletics for getting up that?
Nah.
Okay, cool, because I'll biff it.
Yeah.
It matters, so I'll definitely mess it up.
I'm just saying that you're so mad right now, you actually like literally punch into the walls and haul yourself up because you're just doing it out of sheer anger.
I will take it, because otherwise I lose my rage.
Yep. And I will say that as you're doing it, you actually do feel your knuckles splitting on the stone, which is just enough to keep you really, really pissed off. Yeah, but your damage reduction's enough that you're not going to actually take damage until I find it to be dramatically appropriate. At this point, at this point now, you do have one of the devils firing on good old Tony here. Tiny Tony flies behind the shield. What is your AC, sir?
My AC is 20.
20. 19 bounces off your shield just barely. That's, with the disadvantage imposed on it. All right, Tony, it is your action.
All right. Do I see any shells about? Any of the explosive shells?
I'm going to say that as you're getting closer, yeah, you do look down and you can actually see what looks to be a pile of black oblong objects.
All right. I'm going to tell Tiny Tony to poke around, use my shield as a trench cover, and basically that we're going to both target the shells, the little pile of shells there.
Okay.
So actually, how far away is it?
If you take a movement this round, you can actually be like right up on the officer and probably about 15 feet from the pile of ordnance.
No, I'm going to stay away from. I'm going to move to roughly 50 feet from the ordnance.
Okay. So you're going to basically stay like at about the distance that you're at right now.
Yeah, well, so I guess instead of before I'm moving, because it's right there, I'm going to cast Create Bonfire under the pile of ordnance.
Okay.
Does the ordnance need to make a dexterity save?
I brought this on myself, I suppose. Okay. Let's see.
I didn't ask how big the pile of ordnance was. I said I create bonfire.
I need you to do me a favor. Roll 2d6.
Okay.
Six. Okay.
Can I? Is there anything I can roll to see whether I'm within the blast radius using my?
Hold on. I'm just looking real quick. I'm just looking at. Okay, that's bludgeoning. That's if it was actually firing a cannonball. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna count this as like a black powder barrel. These guys have magic resistance, but they don't have counterspell. Okay, well, son of a bitch. Okay, here's what goes down. Create bonfire. There's 6 shells in the pile. So I need to roll 35 d6 damage. Copy that. All right, so here's what happens. Even saving for half and... oh, boy. Hold on. If they save for half, it's still 3 times, so that's 6. Cold, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, non-magic. Oh, shit. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, so they explode. I'm going to say that half of that is fire damage, and I will say that half of that is force. So they're dealing with 64 force damage. I'm going to say that the two...
what about the piercing damage from the shell casings?
That's not how that functions in this case.
Actually,
This is not...
Yeah, I have a question as an artillerist.
They would be reduced damage from damage resistance because it's non-magical. The shells are non-magical, but what's inside is magical. But they're immune to fire. because these guys are devils. So they're like, okay, so they shrug off the fire damage. I'm going to give them. I'm going to say this: the two lowly devils pile on top of the officer and absorb the impact. One of the devils gets incinerated outright. One of them is blown up pretty badly. The officer is actually relatively intact. He looks like he's probably taken about half his hit points in force damage. The guy at the top, the spotter, winds up getting blown about 40, 50 feet off the ground and like down past Tony here. But because you're actually up on the ridge and you're looking down into it, Tony, you actually managed to avoid the shockwave. So you are not in line of fire. The wall kind of absorbs a lot of the impact for you. Okay. This is just my abstract interpretation of the physics. But yeah, the one devil goes, like landing like past you, and he's groaning and like looking like he just got knocked the fuck out, because he did. But he starts kind of like getting up on all fours. The cannon itself, as you look at it, is blown onto its side, and it looks like that the firing mechanism on it is probably ruined at this point. It's good at dealing with internal explosions and containing them, not so good when the explosions are coming from outside.
Gotcha.
So,
And is this a man portable sort of thing?
Yeah. Yep. It's actually like a large. The cannon itself is actually shaped like a dragon's head, with the ordnance coming out the mouth.
Gotcha.
And it's a rather large device. So like a very, very large portable mortar. That's actually it was on wheels as opposed to something that would be set, like carried into the field and on a tripod.
Gotcha.
Yep. So yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to give it to you. You get the feeling that 3 are still alive, mostly because they're immune to fire, but they're all varying degrees of really wounded.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the captain is still on the ground.
The captain is currently on the ground with one of the 2 bodyguards still alive on top of him. The other guy is a burning corpse.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward into range and tell Tiny Tony to peek out and snipe off one of the bodyguards. Say we're gonna make these jabronis run.
They are not capable. I'm gonna tell you right now, they are not capable of running. They are on the ground, and they are considered to be disabled and no longer hostile. If you want to follow rules of engagement. So you could go in and finish them off, or you can demand a surrender.
Do I know anything about these devils and demons? I'll move forward and say, listen, you jabronis, you either surrender or I'm gonna wipe the floor with you. That was just my appetizer. You have run into the terrible Tiny Tony and his general Anthony Triple T Tortletoni, and I'm just one of an entire army.
All right. Yeah. If they could hear anything over the sounds of their own agony right now, I'm sure they're terrified. But they're still just trying to, pull themselves together at the moment.
All right. So
yeah,
we walk forward slowly. And I tell Tiny Tony, anybody twitches in an aggressive way, you pop them right between the eyes. So I have him hold his attack.
Yeah. All right, cool. Going back, let's go to Miggy. Miggy,
luckily I'm no longer near Casan to have a moral quandary.
Yeah,
about
you are currently running, and you actually do see off in the distance, probably about, I'd say 200 yards, maybe. You do see a large explosion and a plume of fire and smoke shoot up into the air.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume that the Anthony has something to do with that. So I'm gonna sprint. I'm gonna full double dash. Put full shell.
All right, cool. And then I'm gonna say that Miggy or Frankie, you're immediately following along with him. Yes.
Wait, huh?
Frankie.
Are you talking to Frankie or who are you talking to?
I said Frankie. Frankie, you're chasing after him and following Miggy, yeah?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I did not realize you were talking to me for whatever reason, despite the fact that you literally said my name.
All good, all good. Vicki, it seems a little tense right now. The devil or the creatures seem to be very distracted by like looking and waiting for the shells, like waiting for the next shots to come. What do you want? Do you want to do anything?
Are we? Is it just me and Casan as far as not?
Well, Casan seems to still be completely unconscious and not moving.
I would like to try to tie Casan to myself and climb up the wall and meet the rest of the party at the top. That's where you guys are, right?
I'm way far away.
They're already running. Yeah,
they already climbed up to the top.
They just climbed
right?
up, yeah.
They've already climbed up and they're already like hauling shell.
Great. So yeah, I would like to follow suit, but I'm not going to leave Casan. So if I can't climb up, then I'll figure something else out. But I'd like to try to climb up with him tied to my shell.
Okay. As you start tying him, or as you start trying to tie him up, Casan, you come back into consciousness.
Oh, good. Welcome back.
I snap awake. What do I see around me?
You see Vicki over you with some rope. It looks like she's trying to bind you up, and you look about and you do see these two larger demon figures that you recognize as put into your head as the Glabrizu.
All
They
right.
do not have awesome coats.
And they do not have awesome coats.
One of them is prone.
No, the prone one is no longer prone now. He's actually standing back up.
Okay. And all right, I see Vicki. I don't see anybody else.
Yep, you don't see anybody else right now.
They're all up the wall. We're trying to get to the top of the wall. Can you
Yeah, all right,
climb?
let's get to the top of the wall. I'm going to lean in and I'm whisper to Vicki. These are chaos demons, and we have to kill them.
Oh, great. They haven't been super chaotic to us, but
Whatever's
Hey,
going
man.
on down here, it's chaos versus order, and they're on the side of chaos, and I've been told I have to kill them.
it is
I gotta
chaos
do that.
down here, Tom, for sure. If you feel the need to kill them, I will follow suit and assist because
Are they coming up the wall with us?
No, we're just trying to get up the wall. Everybody else is already up the wall, so
All right,
we're
let's regroup. Let's regroup.
let's get up the wall. So
All
is
right.
that athletics?
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Woo. I'll take a dirty 20.
All right, yeah, good enough. I'll say that you guys do manage to successfully do that. All right, and you guys get up and you start running towards that pillar of smoke. Okay.
I'm going to bonus action manifest my glaive.
Okay. Vroom. It's right there. And somehow it looks shinier. And as you manifest it, you look down and you actually see your clothes morphing into that badass jacket with a sweet custom flame detail paint job manifesting on your armor.
Sweet. Fuck yeah, I say as we run.
Okay. Cool. All right. We're going to cut ahead here as you guys run. Frankie, you actually blow past Miggy, and you're the first to reach the flaming pillar. And you find Tony kind of surveying the damage and like you've grabbed the bodies of the prone and wounded and dragged them into one pile, and you've actually got a pile of devils all leaned up on the corpse of the fourth one, and they are in various states of disarray. The officer looks to be in the best shape of the bunch, but no one is messing with you right now. And yeah, Frankie, you're the first to arrive, and it looks like Tony's already kind of got shit handled.
Oh yeah, that checks out. Honestly, Tony, I owe you an apology. I thought you needed help. That was a stupid thing to think, and I just want to say that I'm proud of you.
Miggy, you come running up at this point, and you're sucking while you're there.
I mean, glad for the backup. I didn't. These guys, you guys, everybody okay? Because I saw these jabronis hurling bombs at you, and I was like, not on my friggin' watch.
Yeah,
And,
I don't think they were meaning to hurl bombs at us. I think they were meaning to hurl bombs at these other jabronis.
Oh yeah.
But those other jabronis were kind of nice. Well, I don't know, nice. They shoved us up into cover, and so like I don't know, but I don't know what's going on. I think we're in the middle of like a big kerfuffle. Fuffle? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good point. Hey, you. Well, you look like you're in charge. I'm gonna like kind of kick him. I'm gonna be like, hey, here's an idea. You can explain to me what it is that is going on in a truthful manner in, let's give you 12 seconds. Otherwise, we can finish up Triple T's job here.
Our lives are forfeit.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, that easy.
So
you entered a live fire zone. We detected enemies. We started firing upon them. That is what we do.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah. At this point, Casan and Vicki, you guys catch up.
These guys just automatically start attacking anything that comes into this area, and they try and get that like there's some kind of an excuse.
Frankie, these are you guys there. What side are you on?
They look at you very strangely, but they look very much like your patron.
Are you order? Are you the order side?
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
What are they ordering?
Oh God!
Oh,
yeah,
no.
you honestly can't tell. They look at each other and are just like, "Of course, we are here to preserve order in the universe."
Okay, let me get this straight. You are here to preserve order in the universe by randomly attacking things that wander into the area. That doesn't sound very orderly. You may need to rethink your priorities.
Frankie, there's two giant assholes down there that skip leg day, and they're the bad guys. We gotta go fuck them up, or I gotta go fuck them up. I have.
But
to
here's
go
the
fuck
thing:
them up.
they may and may
invite
not
you-
have saved Miggy, but also they are dickbags. So it is. I understand that there is a contradiction of sorts that is going on with them, but they may not necessarily immediately need to die as a result of their actions, because from a certain point of view, they did help us not die from these random idiots shelling stuff.
Counterpoint. Check out this sick trench coat. The guy that gave it to me said they gotta die.
While I do appreciate your amazing fashion choices, that is true. Vicki, what do you think about this? You're really the expert here. I got this great hat. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is an incredible hat, but I feel unworthy
As you guys
to
are
challenge
talking,
such
the
a
area
trench coat.
plunges into magical darkness.
Well, how am I supposed to look at the trench coat in this magical darkness? Whoever's doing that, can you knock that off?
It's the assholes down there, I think.
At
I'm
this
gonna
point,
assume because
yeah, you guys are standing over. Yep, I'm going to say that you guys are all kind of like grouped together. I'm just moving the map because I'm lazy. But at this point now, I get to have some fun because I'm going to draw me a gigantic black box that, should fill in. Oh, it doesn't want to fill in. That wasn't nearly as dramatic as I wanted it to be. A giant black box. There we go.
Oh my god! Oh wow, that's very dramatic.
Yeah.
Which I can see through though. Casan's got the vision here.
Can you see through magical darkness?
I can, yes.
Oh, good. Okay,
Devil's
cool.
Sight.
So as you land with Devil's Sight, you do see the two giant fuckers that skipped leg day fly in and land on either side of you guys in a pincer formation, and they are now like prepared to engage and start ripping shit up. So,
Frankie, I know you can't see, but those guys you were defending, they're about to sandwich us.
I'll tell you right now, guys, if you sandwich us, I'm going to be so pissed. I am not a portal sandwich.
Go ahead and re-roll initiative, y'all.
I gave him one chance. This is why you never give anybody the benefit of the doubt.
All right. Let's see. Let's call it out. Vicki, what'd you get?
16.
Vicki with a 16. Got it. Tony.
7.
7. Casan.
15.
15. Frankie.
10.
10. All right. My
Miggy, 17.
17 for the MIGs. Got it. All right, and now. Okay. And then these dudes. They're gonna have it at some point anyway. So, 17 and okay. You hear one of the officers on the ground yell, "Look out!" as everything plunges into darkness. Miggy, it's your turn. What do you want to do? The area is now dark. So,
Okay. So, if I remember right, I'm gonna put that. Then my family is over here to my. We're in kind of like this area, and so I'm gonna go ahead and put a spike growth over over here-ish.
okay, got it.
I'm gonna double check what the size of that. It's 20 feet. So 20-foot radius.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got it. All right. So that makes it difficult terrain, and anything traveling through it gets 2d4 piercing for every 5 feet it travels.
Yeah. So I probably don't make it the full size. I probably make it about that big because I just, I don't want it to hit us. But,
Sure. Okay. I'll say that you can actually reduce the focus on it. Let me see.
20-foot radius, 150-foot range. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, you hear it, the ground warp beneath you, like just a little, not too far from your current position.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to take any damage until it starts traveling, if it does.
Right.
All right. Cool. Do you want to take any movement? Do anything else?
I mean, that's my action. I think my movement. I think I want to. I can't. I don't know where to go. So I kind of just want to. Can I move a little bit back? Can I move like one step back? Is that...
You immediately start stepping into Casan. It feels like.
Okay. Then nope. Then that's what I do.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. That is it for Miggy. Vicki, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I would like to take a random shot in this. That's gonna come up. Nope, I'm in pan mode. I'm looking at yours. In that general
direction. Okay,
yes.
Give me a
it's
attack
kind of
roll.
like a lazy shot just to hear what I hit.
Got it.
Nothing.
All right, you're gonna go on ahead and take it with disadvantage.
No, I think you're. Yeah, the other thing that's happening.
There it goes.
17.
That's not bad.
Son of a bitch! You actually connect. Yeah,
Great.
I'm impressed. You connect, and we're gonna say that is red is A, B.
It's only this attack.
Got it. So yeah, you actually connect with the first one, and that's a magical crossbow, so it's going to take the full damage on that, and it yells out in surprise and snarls at you in pain. It is very very not happy with this development.
The second attack.
Okay.
And I'd like to enact my fire rune. I mean, if I hit again, because I think I have to call it.
Still have it?
Yeah. And this one is not with disadvantage because I'm shooting for something now. Or is it still with disadvantage because I can't see?
I'm going to say that if you shoot at the exact same spot, I'm not going to. I will take away disadvantage for this follow-up attack since you successfully hit on the first one.
I'm shooting in the exact same spot. Okay.
There you go. All right, another 12 piercing.
And that's
All
with my my fire rune as well.
Okay.
So it'll be fire shackles.
Fire shackles. Target DC 6 fire damages. All right, so that's going to take 15 points of damage because it has resistance to fire. But
and part of my reason for doing the fire shackles is to bring light. If there's any, since it's
that's not gonna help you in this situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does he have to roll?
DC 12, strength saving.
All right.
Or be
Cool.
restrained for a minute.
All right, and you said strength saving throw, right?
Correct.
All right, what's the DC?
12.
12. All right, so yeah, it pops the shackles, but it still takes the damage. Casan.
Yes.
What you gonna do?
Presumably, who is in danger of being attacked right now?
Let's see. Miggy, Vicki. I mean, pretty much everybody.
All right.
Everybody's in range of something.
Okay. I will.
Now you can see currently.
Yeah.
So you can see that there's basically straight to your left and straight to your right. You're being flanked and sandwiched, and you're kind of in the middle of it.
Okay. I'm going.
Vicki shot the one on your left, and has hit him twice successfully.
Okay, that one I will attack. I have to undo this hilt of spiritual weapon thing. But yeah, I will attack the one that has been attacked.
Okay, and you're using your glaive, so you have range attack on it, yeah?
Yes. So here we go. And obviously they're seeing in the darkness as well.
Yep, they can see you running towards them with glowing eyes, and they just go, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. I point at him. You're fucking mine. 13.
13. 13's gonna miss.
All right. Second attack. 17.
17 hits.
Yes. 10 slashing.
All right.
Plus,
And that's magical?
It is magical, and they also are going to have to deal with some necrotic damage.
Oh, boy.
For 2 necrotic damage.
So they take an additional 12 total. Got it. All right. All right. Also,
Then I get my polearm follow-up.
but wait, there's more. Hold on, but that's 12 damage, so I have to make a DC 17 concentration save first. Yeah, the
darkness drop.
Part of the darkness drops.
All right. That's going to be a 17 to hit on the follow-up.
Okay.
For 7 magical bludgeoning. With an extra tasty 3 necrotic damage.
Okay, so another 10 damage. Got it. You feel a sense of glee shoot through you as you just start tearing into this thing. And it is clearly not your own emotions in this moment. But yeah, you feel a sense of dark satisfaction. And hold on, let me draw a shape.
Well, that's good because he was in the dark.
Yeah.
And now he has seen the light.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna say that's about where the rest of the. Okay.
I don't know what's happened. I can't see nothing.
Yep. All right. So that's it for Casan. Frankie.
Okay, I have a stupid idea.
Oh, they're all stupid, and I love it.
I'm going to use my action to use my magical awareness to detect the spot where the darkness is emanating from. I don't have to be able to see it, and it just has to be not behind total cover, which it isn't.
It most certainly is not. It's actually very confident in the idea that you cannot see it.
I'm going to use my movement to walk over there, and my item interact to put my hat on top of it to cover it up, so there is no more darkness.
The object of the darkness is actually the bad guy.
It's the bad guy. The whole bad guy? Because it says choose a point. So what's the point?
Well, I can tell you it makes quite a hat rack, but it's about waist height.
I'm not going to put my hat on that, except I am. Yeah. I'm going to hang my hat on his junk if that's what it's going to take.
All right. Give me a touch attack. Give me D20 plus your proficiency plus your strength.
Okay. Oh, of course. When it matters, it's a 13.
Yep. Nope. No, but it's like no, you're not allowed. That's my bathing suit area. You don't touch me there.
I got till the end of next turn. That's all I got.
Yep. All right. Cool. Well, in that case, first off, this guy is very pissed off, and now he's going to come in, and he's just going to come straight. He actually seems to recognize your robes, Casan, or your sweet new digs, and he's like, yeah, fuck this guy. He's coming after you in particular. 19 hit.
It does.
All right. 12's going to miss, thankfully.
Yes.
But I need you to make a, let's see. Target is medium or smaller, is grappled, escape DC 13, 2 pincers each with generally grapple one target. You are going to be grappled, and you're going to take 15 bludgeoning to start. And then he's going to grab you with the crab claw, and then he's going to start cracking on your face. 21 will hit, and another 21. So you're going to take a total of 29 damage as you just get crack, 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 crack.
Okay.
Yep. And it is now very, very determined to hurt you badly. Yep. All right, that's it for that guy. one of the devils. This guy is going to get up, very, very confused, but he's going to get up and with his halberd, he's going to come up and start slashing on one of the Glabrezu. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow! So he's actually going to connect for 21 damage, halved, because for some reason this is not magical damage. So he's going to deal 10 points of damage to the second one, the one on the right. Now Mr. Injury, the other one, pardon me, is going to come in. He's going to see Frankie, and Frankie's trying to, touch him in the bathing suit area, and he's going to just start grabbing on Frankie and trying to pull him apart. Frankie, what's your AC?
My AC is 19.
26 will hit. So that's going to be 18 bludgeoning, half to 9. And then you're going to take 1, 2. So that'll be 13. So that's 6 damage. Yeah, so you're going to take 15 damage total out of that. But you are currently grappled. You'll have the opportunity to escape on your turn. And now, Tony. Sir Anthony of Bad Initials, you're up.
Yeah, exactly. So, DM, question. As I am in magical darkness, do I have any indication that to what would be my left in looking at the map is no longer in magical darkness? Or
no, as you are submerged in the magical darkness, you're not going to be able to see the edge of it until you are actually out of it.
Yeah. How high does this do? In being a caster of magics, do I know that there is? God
damn, that spell is big.
A height.
It's a 15 foot. It's a 15-foot radius from its center, according to what I'm seeing here.
So would I be able to send up Tiny Tony to give me a lay of the land?
Sure. Yeah, it's a 15-foot sphere. So actually, hold on a second. As I redrew this, I'm realizing right now that this might not be an accurate representation. And that guy is actually right here still. I think he got moved around by accident. We're going to...
So this is actually how big plant growth gets. Isn't that fucked? It's huge.
Yeah, that's what, 20-foot radius right there?
That is 10 foot. That is 15 foot right there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually just going to snag this, and this is the magical darkness right now.
Right.
Centered on this dude. So as a result,
this is 20. Yeah. Sorry, mine was 20. Here, I'll make a 15 real quick.
Yeah. I should just have these templates downloaded. I was just freehanding it, but basically, Tony, it doesn't take long for Tiny Tony to be like, "Oh, I can see." Yeah.
Which way I got to go to get out of this? Wait,
stuff? Take a step to your left.
Okay.
No, my your left, not my left.
Yeah, I understood. So, let's see here.
Come on.
Boop. So,
this thing's such a pain in the ass. It keeps trying to pop maps up on me.
And I think I see that guy, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna step. Would that be an opportunity of attack if I go?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay where I am.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, all right, and I will.
But I also have to make a concentration check because I know that took. Oh, barely makes concentration, so the darkness stays up.
I will toll the dead on the jabroni right in front of me.
Okay, go for it.
Which, wisdom.
Oh, I have to
14.
make a save. Wisdom save?
Yeah.
15.
Okay, he makes it, so he does not take anything. And I tell Tiny Tony to shoot this jabroni and then pop down back behind my shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work. Yeah, it bounces right off them. All right, so the other devil officer gets up, stumbles forward with his halberd, and immediately starts engaging the one that Vicki, Casan, and Tony are on, and kind of like forms up into a line. Oh, with a crit!
Oh, man.
So 5 plus, well, we'll call that 21. 5 and 21 is 26. He's going to deal 13 points of damage on this guy. And yep, that's a significant chunk of damage. Miggy, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to. I can't see him, but I got an idea where he's at because he's fucking up Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna hit him with Sacred Flame. So Dex, he's got a Dex 15.
I'm gonna say he's got a Dex save with advantage right now because of the darkness, because you're not aiming entirely in the correct direction. And I do have a 20.
But he is currently grappling, so would that?
Oh, that's true. Well, the 22 was what I rolled first instead of the 6. So I'm going to go with the order of dice. But yes, I appreciate the point. Yes, I hear you. All right, so he makes a 22. He actually manages to like twist himself out of it somehow. It's very strange on how he managed to do it. You're still not quite sure, but you know your aim was probably a little off because you're firing into darkness. You're just following like the noise, and it just seems like it went a little wide. Do you want to take any movement? Do anything else?
So the straight backwards didn't work. So I'm gonna run like 20 feet or 20 or 30 feet to my right.
Okay, 20 or 30 feet to your right. So
it'll be down now.
Down. All right, go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I bust out of the thing.
Yeah, you bust out of the darkness.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I try and figure out what's going on. That's what I got.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like one of the devils and Tony, Casan, and Vicki are all jacking up this guy, and you can hear some kind of sound, and you get something screaming in your head of "Don't touch my bathing suit area" coming from the darkness.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my turn.
And Frankie is just giggling like maniacally.
Okay.
It's funny because it's demon dick is what you just hear in your head, clear as day. And you could tell for somehow the thought wires got crossed
We're all
up
linked.
and Frankie's thoughts just got broadcast to everybody somehow. All right, Vicki, you're up.
I'm not sure if anyone has asked, but what is their AC?
This is no longer a West Marches campaign.
Oh, great. Then I just like to shoot the guy that's right in front of me, please.
Go for it. Yep.
But you did hit him before, so.
Holy shit!
Oh, okay.
I think a 29.
17 right off the bat. 17 points of damage right out the gate. I'm still doing my deadly crits rule of 1 full hit die damage plus the first roll. So that's 17 points of damage right at the jump. Yeah, and then
shoot him again.
Yeah.
Shoot him again. Actually, I should say the first shot was enough to kill him.
Oh. Great. Well, then
you could spin around and shoot into the darkness, but you don't know where you're aiming.
Yeah.
Might as well. I will shoot.
They're taller than everything else we've seen, right? So, I mean, it's...
yeah, and you know Frankie's in there, but Frankie's
right there. Now we'll shoot a little higher than Frankie.
All right. Just roll a second time. We'll call it disadvantage. I'll give you the 25 on the first one.
No, I know. It just on my Mac.
16 is you're gonna hear it just dink off of what sounds like something's like tough hide or armor or something like that. You shot pretty true, but it wasn't enough to deal damage.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to do any movement? Anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to take a bit of a step back, is all.
Okay.
That's it.
Frankie, you're up. Or no, Casan. Casan's up.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
no
this
longer
thing
grappled
drops
because
you
that
as
guy
it-
is
yeah.
dead.
Yep, that guy is distinctly dead. Vicki Wick came up and put her crossbow right under its jaw and went, dodge this.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone around the other one that I can get into a flanking position with?
Yeah, you got
Underneath
an
the
idea
black
where
square
Frankie's
there?
at. Yeah, you got an idea where Frankie's at. Would you like me to position you?
Yes.
I will do you the courtesy of positioning you.
Remember my 10-foot reach.
Yep. So you will even manage to stay out of the danger zone. Danger zone of the of Miggy's difficult terrain.
Okay.
So yeah, you move there.
All right.
That'll up. No, I gotta move you one more.
Oh, and when that guy died,
Yeah.
Hex allows me to use my bonus action to move that Hex to another target, which will be this guy.
You got it.
And
All right.
now,
And now.
I'm going to bring the pain.
All right.
First attack at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
23 to hit.
That's a hit.
So I start with 7 slashing
Mm-hmm.
plus 4 necrotic.
Okay. Darkness fails. Everybody can currently see. And I don't even want to tell you what orifice you have your glaive jammed up at the moment on this guy, but it does not look pleasant.
Fine with me. I'm going to
Yep.
pull it out and go for another attack.
All right. That's a hit.
21 to hit. It's going to be 8 slashing plus another 4 necrotic for 12.
All right. 8 and 4 is 12, and then 4 and 7. So 12 and 11. That's 23 points of damage.
And then a Polar Master attack follow-up with a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
So 8 magical bludgeoning with a cherry of 1 necrotic damage on top.
Yeah, you are in a state of ecstatic bliss at the moment as you are doing this, by the way. Yeah. Frankie, as you're kind of looking at Casan, you're very focused on destroying this this demon at the moment. But as you're watching Casan kind of tear into him, you can almost swear that you saw like glowing red eyes within that mask, like shining out, going even brighter now that the darkness is gone. It's rather unsettling, and it's also your turn.
Quick question.
Well, can I move 5 feet back?
Sure. Yep, I'll give you 5 feet back.
Okay.
Yep.
With
Yeah, you should have been there anyway. I would have assumed you were there anyway, so you weren't like within 5 feet of the thing. So
Yeah. Well, I mean that way, if it comes for me, I want it to provoke my attack.
Yep.
So my
Nope,
final
understood.
5 feet. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm good.
Yeah.
out of curiosity, with an additional 9 force damage, did Casan kill it? Because when he hit me 3 times, every single time he took force retribution damage, and I didn't roll it, and I didn't want to interrupt you to let you know that was the case.
9 is not enough to kill it, but it definitely
Cool, because that means I'm going to chop his dong off.
Go for it. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to...
your hat is hanging there like a fucking like a hat rack. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and recklessly attack in order to get advantage on this. And
please do that. Please.
let's go.
I'm so excited.
Football.
I'm like titillated at this. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
That's a miss.
And there's my second one. Okay, that one at least has got to hit, right?
I haven't seen. Yeah, that'll hit. Are you going one or two handed?
The cricket. Yeah, 2 for sure. Gotta get my hat
Okay.
back.
All right, so you're gonna deal 8 damage. Oh, and then you're also raging right now, so that'll be another 2 damage on top of that. Okay, cool. He looks down at you and goes, "My turn." At this point, you were technically also grappled. I'm gonna say
right.
that. Yeah, you were. Good enough to. We'll just go on ahead and keep it up. 20, 16. So the 16 will miss, but the 20 is going to hit. And
No
then
problem. No problem.
That's a crit. And
Also, no problem. So that's 2 attacks to hit me.
that's 3 attacks that hit you. So go on ahead and
3
roll the
attacks to
retribution.
hit me. So.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Way to go. Come on. Features and traits. Just take a whole thing. Let's just here. I'm gonna type it manually. I'm gonna roll 3d6.
12. 4.
There you go. 12 more force damage.
And you're going to take 16.
Ah!
All right. Yeah, you're not worried. And at this point, the little devil with the halberd is going to come in. 1, 2. And the devil kill steals and actually manages to quite ably finish the guy off and dispatch him, beheading it in the process.
Ah, come on!
That was my kill fair and square. Either way, Casan, you actually do feel the essences of these two creatures flow through your weapon, and you hear almost in the back of your mind, good, now keep this up and we won't have to have any more unpleasant chats.
Fair enough. I would like to have more chats, though.
No response.
Got some learning to do.
Yep.
He's totally ghosting you.
Yep. Leaving you on red.
I know how it is.
He's leaving you on
Hey,
red right now.
You want to
and you're
leave
just
me
like,
on
"Wait,
red?
what?"
I can leave you on unfed, motherfucker. These are the hands swinging the fucking Reaper.
I feel like
I mean, I think you made it clear that if you don't hold up your end of the there under nowhere in the contract does it say that he is obligated to give you the time of day. It's like if you want power, you just keep delivering souls and you'll keep getting power.
Well, you can't just be like, hey, there's a whole sheet, there's a whole point score. I'm not give it to you.
I need to read this thing. Goddamn.
Terms and conditions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called the SRRD 4.0. I'll go on ahead and send it over. It's only about 400 pages. So anyhow, so these guys fall. The devils pick themselves up, and they look about you very, very cautiously.
I do a little I flare the collar.
It's a nice jacket, Casan.
That's right, Tony.
So the
Careful. Last time we were
lieutenant-
investigating it, we just ended up with a bunch of people right on top of us. Anybody else gonna attack us while we're evaluating your fashion choices?
Okay, so how many of these devils we got here?
Technically, there's 3 remaining, and one of them is basically unconscious, but the other 2, one of them being the officer, the officer and the lookout are up and about, and they have their halberds, and they're feeling they're looking pretty rough, but they're up and.
I look at the officer. Where's the officer? Can you just ping where on the map where he's about?
I'm going to say that he was the one who actually delivered the killing blow, so he's right up over here next to the demon body.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna go up there and I say, "Where's Brother Othar?"
He gives you a very, very confused look. Like
I hit him with radiance.
okay.
I hit him with Sacred Flame.
You hit him with Sacred Flame. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I have to make a saving throw, yes?
X 15, yeah.
All right. At this point, the officer, where's my saving bonuses? Come on. All right, here we go. Con or Dex?
Dex.
Dex. Oh, he fails. He takes it. Roll damage.
2d8 radiant.
All right, so he's going to take 10. That's actually basically enough to floor him. So he's going to go down. and you hear the lookout calling, "Big eye, big eye, big eye! Position overrun, position overrun. Focus fire on our current position."
I blast him too.
All right, go for it.
You got to roll the dex.
Yeah. 13.
Nope.
All right.
38. Sorry, I'm just.
All right. That's enough to actually smoke him too, believe it or not. They got pretty fucked up in that explosion.
I go and dash over to the. I guess I hear this. We can hear them saying that, right? It's
yeah, you could actually hear the lookout calling.
I dash to grab the cannon because I'm gonna fix that thing. I like my boomsticks.
Give me a round of perception checks.
Oh no, I'm actually preoccupied and I don't see it.
Tony and Casan, you both look up and you actually see what looks to be give me Arcana checks real quick.
They have like helicopters or airships. Holy shit!
Tony, you actually recognize what looks to be a very, very large beholder flying in your direction. It's a ways off, but Big Eye is quite literal.
I in a completely not pooping my pants because I don't wear pants manner, relay it to the rest of the team that there's a beholder flying this way.
Can I grab what was that guy yelling into that called this down on us?
He actually just had his fingers to his forehead as if he was using like. Actually, give me an investigation check.
Can I roll that as well?
You actually find a long. It almost blends into his horn, but you do find what looks to be a. It's essentially a sending stone, but it's shaped so it actually fits around his horn as if a headset.
Can I take it and attempt to use it?
You could take it. You'd have to attune to it.
Damn. All right. Well, I will take it. And
okay.
So we need to GTFO post haste.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So where do you guys head out? North, south, east, or west?
So let's see. I don't know that you've had any conversations with your Scat Daddy, right? Because I was not there.
Right. Although I'm rocking some awesome new dreads.
Not Sky Daddy, but he definitely chatted with Leather Daddy.
You fight your Leather Daddy.
Yeah. There's definitely no clothing stores around. So
Casan, don't mean to make any thoughts, but like you're wearing similar gut. Like, do you have any idea like how to get around here? Like,
I have no idea, but I suspect that the guys Miggy just smoked might be potential allies for us while we are stuck here. Due to the individual that gives me the ability to do the things I do.
Yeah.
Is on their side. And
gotcha.
He instructed me to kill the guys that we killed who were trying to kill us that skipped leg day.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell Tiny Tony to fly up and to see if he sees any shelter nearby.
Okay. Have Tiny Tony give me a perception check.
Yeah. Let's see here. And he has a passive perception of 14.
Okay.
16.
I'm going to say that he actually points out that there looks to be some sort of like, it looks like a cave opening.
It's like
in a ridge.
On a house.
Probably about no. This is actually a cave opening probably about a kilometer away.
All right. I share with the team and say, unless anybody else has got a better idea, maybe we should leg it over there.
Okay. I grab one arm of the devil officer and start dragging. Huh? Is he dead? I thought you said he was just down.
No, you smoked them both.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm trying to take prisoner, but
You did not specify that in the moment, sir. You replaced their chests with smoking craters of holy flame.
yeah, I'm not so. I have a new god. I'm not good at I'm not good at controlling it yet. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just so I grabbed the cannon, but I'm wondering with the investigation, with that investigation 23, I saw Casan take that sending stone off the one guy's ear, right? I'm just trying to see whether I see any more of these headsets.
You do not.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're running.
I think so. I mean, I'm grabbing the mortar that I'm gonna fix and run.
It's too big for you to. It's too big for you to drag. It is not something that you're going to be capable of hauling.
I'll help him.
Like I said, that is a wheel. No. Nope.
Hey, Casan.
Nope. Not unless you guys want to get overrun by a beholder.
It's a 91 millimeter mortar, and it is not for man pack.
Can we rig it to shoot the beholder as we leave?
No. Nope. I'm not letting you drag the scenery along from scene to scene in this case, guys.
We'll come back for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And by the way, as you run, you actually do hear what sounds like a zoom, 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 and you look down and you can actually see what looks to be an artillery run as a beholder flies and just uses its disintegration rays, zoom, zoom, cleansing the area that you just fled from, as if it was carpet bombing in case of taking care of invisible enemies.
Not even sure why a beholder would be here. That doesn't make sense to me, but none of it makes any sense to me, so not really sure.
It's my interpretation of hell.
No, I understand.
Not yours. So yeah.
No. Oh no, no.
My hell has beholders. So yeah.
I like that. They weren't in the book. I don't know what's going on.
That's fine. Fuck the book. There is no book.
Right. No.
There is no book. I'm the book.
No. Miguel's book.
Miggy's book. Yeah, no, there. But now you can put beholders in your book.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna be. I'm gonna update that book.
Yeah. Oh no, I better get an update with the book where it's got beholders flying around, carpet bombing, disintegration rays. Yeah, 100%. You know, it's just like it's like that. You could hear you hear the A10 warthogs just coming in with the just tearing up the jungle. Yep. Warthog go Bert. So yeah.
Beholder go.
Yeah. So hey Johnny, I didn't even see you in the chat. I'm so sorry, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. But yes, whatever it takes. No, they do not get to they do not get to haul artillery off with them.
How well, I guess here's the question, because we've got a bag of holding that I got that hat out of, etc. And the rabbit. How big is this? Does it fit in there? Is it more than 500 pounds?
I don't have time for this, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll build one of my own.
Yeah, that's fine. You've now seen the specs, and I could say that you can start daydreaming your own up, but no. And who's to say that there aren't going to be others? You know, but fair warning, you saw what I did to Matt with the lightsaber. Okay, so you fuck around, you find out.
Hey, you act like we're not going to go try to find that lightsaber again.
Well, I'm counting on it. That's an adventure threat at this point.
Magnet fishing is basically going to be that episode's title.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, this is like Brute's Anatomy all over again. It'll be great. Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, as you guys hurry off into hell, I'm back into the bowels of hell to try and find some shelter and maybe get a little bit more rest. I'm gonna give you guys about 5 minutes of talk here, and then we're gonna call for the night. So you managed to get to the cave safely. You managed to kind of catch your breath. You did not manage to complete a long rest. Yeah. Your resources are dwindling. Your odds are not looking good. But somehow Casan is sporting some really dope new threads.
How deep does this cave
seem to be? I want to start trying to attune to this thing too. That's going to be while we're hanging out here.
Okay, so you're going to take a short rest and try to attune to it? Cool. All right. I will actually say that it takes you about an hour of a short rest, and if you guys want to use hit dice to heal at the moment, you're more than welcome to do so, to heal up any wounds that you may have. But you can use you can now attune to it. and it is it is basically a sending stone that is just shaped in a ring-like fashion that the diameter is enough to fit around a horn.
And is it a once-a-day use thing, or is this something like they're using it to communicate? It sounds like often.
I'm going to say that this is actually if you were actually a devil, you'd probably be able to get more uses out of it, but because you are not able to attune to it completely. But you can receive messages, and you're hearing what sounds like tack chatter. But do you speak Infernal?
I do not.
Okay, so you are not understanding much of what is being said, but some stuff does come through in common. Mostly tactical instructions.
All right. Will I be able to do a once-a-day send with it, like a regular sending stone?
Okay. Yes.
Well, while that's happening, I'm gonna say I can talk while we're short resting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, I had a visit from my patron, who gives me the ability to do the things that I do, and I guess it happened well after Frankie. After you choked me out, I woke up in like this room, this black room with this guy, and he had a sweet jacket like this, and I sweet talked him to give me a copy of it. That's why I'm wearing it. But so one of my ancestors a long time ago sold all of our fealties to this individual, and apparently I help empower him by killing anything I choose to kill back. But where we're at here, there's the demons are at war with each other, and there's like a faction of chaos that wants to kind of, I don't know, destroy everything, and there's a faction of order that doesn't want to destroy everything. And my patron is on the side of order, and the guys that Miggy smoked and had the mortar blaster, they're on the side. They were order guys. That's why they kind of had similar outfits.
Yeah.
And then those big, ugly pincer guys, they were chaos guys. That's why they double crossed, I think. But
this is some interesting conflict stuff. But I mean, I think I don't want to speak for anybody else, but I kind of feel like we just need to see whether Brother Otha is down here and then get the heck out of.
You want to get the shell out?
Get the shell out. Yeah, get out of this dirty beach.
My thought is, if I can attune to this little communication thing they were using, I can tell them that I'm an avatar of this guy, and if they recognize the name, they might come help us find Brother Othar.
Because makes sense for me.
If their side is about order and not destroying everything, then I'm going to guess that's not the group that took Brother Othar.
Well, unless they're like,
because I saw when you were fighting, you had the red eyes and all that stuff. I'm just a little bit concerned about
Seth, what was that?
I saw when you were fighting, Casan, you had the glowing red eyes and the mask and whatnot. And I don't know, that's not normal. But so, like, you good there? You sure you after everything happened with your hilt there? I want to make sure that we good. That you're not turn into a demon or something, right?
Not turning into a demon. No, that was my patron. He was very excited that we were killing the chaos guys.
Okay.
He specifically said I had to do that. He also said we need to destroy that hill. It's very bad.
Well, okay, that's true. I mean, what happened to that? Like, I was telling you.
That's actually what did happen to that. I had the hilt on me. Where did it go?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Frankie.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had this idea, right? If it has some kind of personality that's talking to you and it's telling you to be an asshole, then maybe it might be a little need a little bit of an attitude adjustment, So we thought that maybe if I forgot the reasons why, I mean, you hurt people, So if you just forgot its trauma, moved on from it a little bit, and we dumped it in the river, then it'd probably be fine. And I don't know what happened after that, Tony. You got it right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Frankie on Ritalin. Just
Yeah, you break it up a little bit there, Frankie. Yeah, that's all good. But we understood you. It was just it was like the remix.
It was Frankie the Micro Machine Man.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Is it still that bad?
Drink.
No, you're good now. It was only while you were talking in character for some reason. So that was like, I thought it was a choice for a minute, but I was like, how does he speed it up so fast? So.
Well, I don't know what kind of current that River Styx got, but Tortletoni kind of lost grip of it, and we were trying to, because as Frankie said, that the sword seemed to be making you it was kind of like possessing you, and we were like, that ain't not Casan.
It wanted me to be an avatar of Armageddon.
Yeah, that doesn't sound so good.
So Avatar sounds nice. No. I read a book about avatars. It's like where like, but maybe there was like where Yig would like show up and like imbue someone with.
You heard all about how Yig would come in and just level whole towns in righteous justice.
Actually, that doesn't. The more I know about the Yig people, I kind of feel it like it's just them showing up and being a jerk.
Yeah,
Miggy,
and look, like think about it, Miggy.
Someone who represents something, So like an avatar of Miggy would be like throwing people birthday parties and being really nice. That was what an avatar you would be like.
That's true.
So
man, I want to be an avatar of Miggy. Can I be an avatar of Miggy?
You can't, because you would be the source of the avatar. You are the reason the avatar would be throwing birthday parties and being nice to everybody.
You can make other people like your avatar, right?
Yeah.
So like you can throw birthday parties and all that. You be a good example, and then other people are like, "Hey, I want to be like that Miggy guy. I'm gonna throw some people some birthday parties," and then they could be avatar.
I'm sorry I blew up the double guys. I just wanted to know where Brother Othar was, and I think I got a little too in the moment.
Don't worry about it. Like if we're worried about Armageddon right now, and as you can see from those demons that we destroyed earlier, if you only focus on arms and you never work your legs, you're gonna be screwed. So we gotta supplant Armageddon. That's how it works.
Yeah, we just might want to keep somebody alive next time. Just to figure out what the heck's going on, because this is weird. This is weirder than like some of the places by the shore.
I mean, I do know that to be true, that if I only ever remember one thing, it was never skip leg day.
That's right. And you know what happens if you don't?
No.
Armageddon. That's right. The way it goes. That is the etymological root.
It checks out.
Okay, I can't. So our food is rotting real fast.
Yeah.
And I mean, in theory, I can summon and purify it. I'm pretty sure, but we need to get a rest in.
Yeah, me too. I mean, like,
hey, Vicki, check your roll 20 DMs.
But I'm running on fumes myself.
At the end of the short rest, Greg, I'm going to cast. What is it called?
Sending?
Comprehend languages.
Okay.
I guess I can't write it, but I'll comprehend languages, and then I'll use the sending stone.
Okay.
And I will say, this is an avatar of Vexod requesting assistance.
Maintain position. Fast team on the way. And that's what we're going to call it for a night.
All right.
Hey, Frankie.
Yeah.
I don't think either of these guys are good.
I think you're right about that.
All right.
I think you're right, guys.
Yeah. Oh, and Vicki, did you check your Roll20 messages?
You know, Casan, if you ever want to talk about your leather daddy and your new helmet decor.
Helmet.
Not helmet, mask. I should have said mask, but yeah.
Your new mask decor. It's very fitting for, dungeony areas. And I'm familiar. There's a brothel in town, and you ever need, a secret code word to go into the basement, just let me know.
Do I notice anything? What's going on?
Yeah, you guys.
The horns on his mask.
Yeah. It looks like Casan's mask has actually sprouted a pair of horns.
He's very
leather
daddy downstairs nighttime.
Do they appear to be coming from him or just on his
No,
armor?
it looks like the metal has reshaped itself into a pair of pointed horns. One of them would be suitable enough to mount the ring of or the sending stone in the fashion of
I will do that.
I love how they can ever so slightly talk around a subject, and then Miguelle has no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Just instantly has no idea.
Awesome.
Vicki, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I definitely want to talk about that.
Awesome.
Just the point of order, Casan. If I'm just backfilling from what I recall you saying, this leather daddy, he don't give no two hoots in terms of who you drop as long as we're dropping folks. So could be just like okay.
Yeah, I'm not like he's not. There's a lot I didn't know about this.
Gotcha.
But what I'm piecing together here is that I don't have to be like, I'm not evil. I'm not a bad guy.
Yeah.
But as long as I'm killing bad guys, he's hands off. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I'm a little bit concerned that someone that far back in your family lineage is able to sell the servitude of everyone else forever and always for all time. Like, there's got to be a demon lawyer in there somewhere that gotta see that clause is unenforceable.
I mean,
we got to consult one of those guys.
He had a really big contract and used a lot of fancy words that, I don't know.
Oh, I hate it when they use the fancy words and
maybe
then
it was the worst.
Lose.
It was the worst.
I gotta actually call one of my real lawyer buddies and be like, all right, if we were to draw this up, how would you do it? Yeah. They'll be like, well, besides the ethics complaints that would come from this is how, Actually, depending on which of my lawyers I call, one of them probably already has it written up.
Right. Because the use of the power that is granted them is implied consent for the renewal of the contract. Oh,
yep,
so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
yep.
You're screwed.
Awesome.
If it's not a fair use dimension, then that's gonna hold up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trust me, they got this shit ironclad.
Oof.
You know that well, you'll probably figure some of what I shouldn't say anything because I don't want to give away an important point of power structure in this realm since you guys haven't quite figured shit out yet. But I'm just gonna say this is gonna be fun. So, all right, and with that, as you hear, you actually smell brimstone before you hear. And we'll call it there for the night, officially.
Still not going to get a rest. Damn it.
You guys got a short rest. You got another short rest.
I wasn't hurt.
Oh joy!
I
Yeah.
need a spell list. I need a
Yeah.
spell
Yeah.
list.
Also, you each get a level of exhaustion at this point because your long rest got interrupted. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. We'll have fun with that. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you all next week. And for those of you tuning in, Johnny, everybody else hanging out with us tonight, thank you all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate you. If you want me to run a game like this, maybe not as savage, but like this for you, let me know. Find me at secretsofthebarrowmaze.com, and I will be more than happy to run games either online or in person. I'm back to doing in-person bookings. And follow me on Insta for some of my hot, sexy D&D terrain crafting content now that I am starting to post as I'm working on crafting dungeon tiles and other dungeon accessories for dungeon goodness. And whether it's and I'm talking dice bag, not ball gag dungeon goodness, but I'm flexible. We'll figure it out. Anyhow, thank you so much again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Until then, be good to yourselves, be good to others, and roll them 20s.